Odd Couple crew.
Adult shirt on.
Because we wouldn't be able to do this fine radio program without him. Rob G is our producer. Blood Mexican is. What shirt he has on? I can't see.
Look kind of cool. You look. Maybe it's just how svelte you are, Rob G. Or your haircut's different is what it is.
Rob G. Walking around San Francisco, be careful. That's all I'm going to say.
Hey.
It's raining, man. Hallelujah. They're going to be looking at Rob G. And here's the thing, Rob. Rob G actually ain't going to dislike it.
He loves attention.
He loves Rob G. Going to take any kind of attention.
Any kind of attention.
Oh.
When you've been married and with the same woman for 40 years,
Rob
any
G. going to
attention
take
you
it.
get.
Hey, if a man hits on me in San Francisco, I'm not going to stop him.
No.
I'm going to let him. I'll never tell him that I'm
We're
straight. I'm
gonna
just
be
going to let
fast
it happen
walking.
and just see how it goes.
See if he might buy you lunch.
Hey, I might.
We're going to be
The
walking
per diem is not as big as it used to be.
Rob G, the best part about it, Alex, is Rob G is 1,000% going to blush. 1,000% going to blush.
You see, and Rob G's talking about size of lunches. Does that make any sense
Wow.
for you?
It's always about size for Rob G.
It really is with Rob G.
Always.
Now, you know what? The math is mathing.
Okay.
If
You know what's
look
crazy?
at when he started losing weight, Alex, he was waiting for this trip.
Yeah.
It
You know
makes
what?
sense.
I've always said, too, if Rob G was a woman,
You have.
oof.
Yeah.
It'd be bad in these streets.
You would be. Matter of fact, I'm glad I
No,
wouldn't.
you know what? He would be on an NBA video currently on.
Rob, caution.
Have you watched some of these videos? I'm sorry.
What channels are you on?
No, you know what I'm talking about.
I think I know, and I don't want to know.
LeBronstourbus.com.
No, here we go.
What?
All right, let's go. All right,
Alex, you just back.
Alex,
don't get fired.
Alex is our engineer.
Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain.
Steve DeSager is at the anchor desk. He'll keep us updated throughout the program. And, of course,
never heard of him.
Elijah.
Who?
Elijah is our social media guru. So there we are. Rob G., the Rams, a few weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, maybe a month ago, had the best – right? They were the number one seed. They played in Week 16. They lose to Seattle in that game, a big comeback by the Seahawks. They lose to the Falcons, so they drop out of that. Yeah. And Rob G., then they had to go to Seattle for yesterday's game.
Yep, and there's two ways you can view what happened to the Rams in Seattle yesterday. On one hand, you could say Matthew Stafford looked every bit the MVP he's going to be. 22 of 35, 374, 3 touchdowns, no picks, passer rating of 127.6. He was great. Or you could take the glass half empty approach and say, for all those stats and all those numbers, when it really came down to it, inside the 10-yard line, fourth quarter, down by 4, chance to go ahead late and get your team the win, get to the Super Bowl. 3 straight incompletions, including one in the end zone. The rest is history. And instead of the Rams, the Seattle Seahawks will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl.
100%. I'm going to take the glass half empty, of course, and look at this. I'm actually, I said to you on Friday, was it Friday? That if there's any football gods, that they would not allow Matthew Stafford to have a chance to rewrite his history. I'm dead serious, and I'm glad that it happened this way. And for all those numbers, because this was such a Matt Stafford moment. Big numbers, all that in the game. Oh, yeah, look at me. I almost threw for 400 yards. But then when it came down to it, and they really needed it, that was his moment. There was a legacy moment there, and I'll give that to you. Mm-hmm. Had he been able to beat the Seahawks defense, score in that moment right there, his last 2 passes went to guys I didn't even know who they were. Like you got Davante Adams and Puka there. No balls went to those 2 guys in the last 2, the third down and fourth down. They were at the 6-yard line. It was right. The last play was fourth and 4.
Yeah.
So they still could have got a first down inside and be first and goal at the 2, right? Was set up. It didn't happen. So from that standpoint, a McVay, I'm also with the McVay. He's pretty smug, thinks that he invented football. I love the idea that he fired the special teams coach, right? Because he blamed him for what went on. And guess what happened? A special teams moment happened for him.
Might have been the play of the game.
And I think I love how ironic that is, that it was all that coach at home. You could imagine what he felt like when that went down.
He's the only person who like jumped up on the
You
bad
know
thing.
that, right?
Yes! Everybody's like, wait, what do you mean? Yes! No,
It wasn't
I get that.
me.
It wasn't me.
Right.
Told him.
But I'm just saying that was another one of those moments where, things happen or whatever, but it was the Rams at one point were 9-2, and everybody thought they had everything. My God, they got all the weapons, everything. From that point on, 9-2, after winning 5 in a row, they finished the season 5-4. And remember, even their 2 playoff wins, they needed touchdowns at the very end. They didn't run away with anything. They didn't beat up anybody. It was a struggle. And I'm not surprised. I did pick Seattle to win.
2 things came back to bite them in the butts. So I'm going to work a little backwards here. They had given up 30 points defensively, and now 4 of the last 6 games, I believe it is. So that's one of the issues they're going in. Their defense is what we thought, the first half of the season. Obviously, Puka, Davante, Matt Stafford. But it was their defense that's what we always folks were saying, most complete team, because their defense was great. You had guys coming from the front 7. So that was the thing that you kind of thought, oh, man, with that defense and offense, they were scary. The special teams were sketchy for sure. Lost them a couple of games, so you're thinking, all right, maybe that's the one area they need to tighten up. But the defense have been struggling, and we had talked about that, and I brought that up a handful of times. Like, they're winning some of these games, but the defense is giving up points. Or they got a couple of defensive stops, they might have won those games. So the defense let them down in that. We'll talk a little bit more about Seattle and Sam Darnold. Also, Matthew Stafford, what I didn't like, and the thing that bit them and Sean McVay, they were 0 for 6 on 3rd downs.
Oh, that's so
you can't
huge.
be 0 for 6 in 3rd downs
That's
against
why
a
a lot of
very
those
high
stats,
quality team, and that has an issue there. Also, Sean McVay. Now I give you Sean Payton the smug. I don't get that with McVay.
No, I do.
More,
He
I
thinks
get that.
because of his last name, his lineage, and
I get you with the Payton.
everybody
and some other
says he's
guys.
a genius and whatnot. All I know is the last 3 years went out in the wild card round, went out in the divisional round, and then went out here with probably the best team he already had put together.
I don't agree with the McVay. I'll give you the Payton. But what I didn't like, I should say, from Sean McVay, 2nd and 4, 3rd and 4, 4th and 4, all passes when your running had actually been working throughout the game at periods. And so I didn't like the 2nd and 4, 3rd and 4, 4th and 4 from the 6, 7, 8 yard line, whatever it was.
6.
Why wouldn't you run the ball at some point? Right? You pick up 2, now it's 4th and 1, 4th and 2, much more manageable. 3rd and 2 if you ran it on 2nd down. So I didn't like that play calling there. But we talked about this Friday. Matthew Stafford had a chance. He played spectacularly, made big throws, some incredible throws. He and Davante got cooking for a while there. He had a chance, and they blew it, and they didn't get it done. After that same drive, he was making miraculous plays. 4th and 1 running. We don't see him run. He ran for the 1st down. Getting scrambled. The little pitch out he did to Puka picks up the 1st. He was like, you thought that was going to be the drive. And to your point, he fell short. You thought maybe they could get a defensive stop. They didn't, and the game ends, and they had, obviously they get the ball back 25 seconds, but it's over. So Matthew Stafford had a chance, and that's what I was saying on Friday. I'll be very clear. I don't believe he's a Hall of Famer yet, meaning if he were to win, had he won this Super Bowl, now we're having conversations. That's why I brought it up Friday. This is a chance to put yourself, because in a week or two, we'll be sitting there in San Francisco, and they may go, MVP of the NFL is Matthew Stafford.
Drake May.
And he could have been going, Matthew Stafford could have been an MVP and going to another Super Bowl, and that was an opportunity to change some things. And he didn't do it, and he fell short in an incredible game, but that was the drive. He fell short. Sean McVay fell short because I didn't like the 3 straight passes at their 6. I didn't like that. So they had a chance, they had a shot to really do some damage, and that's why that game was huge with Seattle and then back-to-back with Atlanta. Because you had to go on the road. You would have had to go on the road back to back.
They would be going to the Super Bowl if they held on to the number 1 seed. I don't even doubt that. I don't even doubt that.
It's a tough ask.
And I knew this, and I don't know if I said this. I don't know who I said this to. When the Patriots won Game 1 on the road, you know how that plays. I was like, there's no way both road teams are going to win to get to the Super Bowl. Like, that's just not. I don't know how often it happens. The NFL's hard to win.
It is. And they were hard enough to go to Chicago in the cold and then go to Seattle. And now you would have, obviously the Super Bowl would be a road game too. That's just asking a lot.
This is real simple.
What is it?
It's petty, but it's simple, and it's all the odd couple.
It's petty, and was it in the teleprompter?
All right.
What happened to the teleprompter?
Were you as happy as I was to see Matthew Stafford lose the NFC Championship?
So, wait a minute, Rob G. Did you write that?
877-99 on Fox.
Blood Mexican.
It's the odd couple, not the odd one.
877-996-6369.
Rob Sterling Jr.
Maybe they'll call
really
up
funny.
and say no.
No,
We
it was a
wanna
great
know.
game, Rob.
Were you as happy as I needed a Happy Meal after that.
Wait,
All right.
you usually get them. Where is it?
Oh my God, Rob G, that might be the best tease that you've written in the 8 years of The Odd Couple. I love it. We'll continue that conversation next with you. Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington. It is The Odd Couple, where we deliver insight, not noise, on this Show Your Ass Monday. I'm showing my ass
That's kind of what they do, though.
right here on
Magic
Fox
City.
Sports Radio. Stick and stay.
Especially if your ass is out in the US of A.
Please, no more pictures of Tyson's big booty. Please, no more booty shots.
Well, earlier on Friday, the Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen, apparently, we'll get to that part later, interviewed the head coach from St. Michael Catholic High School in Fairhope, Alabama. That's right. Former NFL quarterback Phillip Rivers was interviewed today for the head coaching gig with the Buffalo Bills. We don't know how it went, but we know he had the interview and he is being seriously considered, so much so that Vegas currently has him with the second best odds to get the gig.
And Kelvin, I'm just going to say,
Yeah.
I've been covering the National Football League since 1987. This league, more than any other league, if you want to believe in anything that's right in the world, you do not want Matthew Stafford to make it to the Super Bowl.
Wait a minute.
You heard what I said.
Why we can't want Matthew Stafford to get to the Super Bowl?
You don't. Because
Why?
it would be this to me would be like taking down
This is about to be outrageous.
You
Rob.
already know.
This is about to be outrageous.
You know, in
Rob G.
Philadelphia, they took down anything that mentioned slavery down in public.
Yeah. Well, they've been doing that last.
Yeah.
year,
Well, but this is going on.
Okay.
To try to rewrite the history of Matthew Stafford. Now, the difference between me and you is that I actually covered him. Okay. And I'm not saying that you didn't watch him, but I actually covered him. I was there and watched his entire career. And Matthews, to try to rewrite and what he's done, first of all, Matthew Stafford had opportunities in Detroit, never panned out. Played with a Hall of Fame wide receiver, played with Ndamukong Suh and some other players, and they had a top 5 defense one year. They lost to Dallas. Okay.
Stupid flag they picked up. Go ahead.
Most of the stats Matthew Stafford has in his career are after the Lions are down 14, 21, nothing. A lot of padded. There's no way you can put a guy in the Hall of Fame whose nickname is Stat Patford. But it stuck, Rob G. You say I made the nickname.
Yeah, I was going to let you go ahead. I was going to let you go.
But it stuck. He was tearing up the Cardinals the other day, and what were people? What Rob G? When you saw what was trending, what did you say to yourself?
I hate Rob Parker.
Yes, you did. It was trending. Stat Patford. How in the world could Stat Patford be a Hall of Famer? It doesn't even make sense. You don't get that nickname by accident. Everybody knows. Here's the other part. He comes to the Rams that already went to the Super Bowl. They already went to the Super Bowl without him. They had a team in place. Matthew Stafford didn't. All right, he came. He threw the game-winning touchdown to Cooper Kupp. Kelvin, why wasn't he the MVP? You know how many quarterbacks throw the game-winning touchdown and then they're going to Disneyland? How come Stafford wasn't the MVP in that game?
I mean,
because he threw 2 picks. Because he didn't play that well. And he got a pass interference call to set up 1st and goal at the 1. That's how on a 3rd down throw.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, look at the receivers and the weapons that he has even this year with Davante Adams and Puka and all the weapons that they have, the running back. This team is loaded. They were the number 1 seed. What did he do this year? Choke that down. Terrible performance on Monday Night Football in front of everybody, or whatever that was, that national game against Atlanta. Also, up 16 points in the 4th quarter against Seattle. It was terrible in that game, the close of that game. And you're not going to rewrite history to make it like this guy, everything he played, he mostly played in meaningless games. 90% of his career were in meaningless games.
That's a little.
Can't do. No, it ain't. 90%.
The 90% was crazy.
Or meaningless games. Because most of the games with the Lions were meaningless. I was there. I watched them play against Green Bay to win the division. I'm trying to tell you.
But what I'm saying is, okay, so I'll let you go on your soliloquy of all of these things.
You had 10 minutes.
No. Now, you are underselling so many things here, Mr. I covered him since the first day. But then let's go back to you covering him. They were 0-16. This is a franchise that you set up here and wrote 42 million articles about. Fire Matt Millen. Get rid of this person. The Lions stink, and he doesn't pull an Eli Manning. He didn't pull some other quarterback. He didn't pull a Caleb. Oh, I might not want to go there. He said, I'm going to sign up to go there, like you have said some guys should do. Go play in Cincinnati, Joe Burrow. He goes to Detroit, goes to a franchise that look awful, and then he makes them solid to good some seasons, right? They go to the postseason. They're 11-5. They're 9-7. They're 9-7. They're 10-6. They go to the postseason 3 times. The Lions were not going to the postseason. You know it. You were covering them. So for him to come in there, have some very good seasons, get them in the postseason, obviously make them entertaining, make them something relevant. Obviously you have Megatron. That's huge for a franchise that was so downtrodden that their best players just walked away, including Barry Sanders, and ultimately Megatron would as well. Minutes or so, And check out the YouTube. We told you at the top. We're on YouTube. We're always on there. Shout out to Elijah. Make it look good. So do it, as Alex said. Subscribe, like, share, thumbs up, the whole nine. We appreciate it.
Let's
Shut up.
squeeze in as many
Shut up, Alex.
can.
All right, go check it too out. Rob G wrote, "Are you as happy as I?" Rob is happy that Matthew Stafford lost. I was indifferent. It was an incredible game. It was exactly what the NFL would have won. It was a great one. 877-99 on Fox. 877-99 on Fox. Who we got?
Let's go. Susan in Oregon. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Susan?
Hey there. How are you?
Hello
Doing
there.
great.
Good. I just wanted to say that I'm glad that Matthew Stafford didn't win yesterday. I used to be a big fan of his until during the celebration of the Super Bowl, he failed to come to the aid of a photographer who had fallen off the platform.
Right off the stage. That was a bad moment there.
He said
I
he
remember
didn't
that.
see, though.
He did see it because he looked right at her. He looked right at her, and then he turned around.
And he walked
Wow, I
away,
forgot about that.
He did.
sipping his drink, and just walked away. And at that moment, I said, no MVP for me.
All right.
Thank you.
Susan. Appreciate it.
Bye.
How
She told
about,
him, bye, Stafford.
Bruno in Brooklyn. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Bruno?
Gentlemen, good evening. Rob, it's been a while, man. I'm a
It
big
has.
fan. I never miss a night. I know I called a few times, but I don't have a lot on my schedule as far as getting in. Let me just say this, man. The LA's been skating by. You think about the game with Carolina, right?
Yep.
They could have been knocked out right
Yeah.
there. And all season they were the media darlings because they were the chosen ones. But I'm thinking they could have lost that game. And I'm looking at this and everybody's saying they're going to roll over on Seattle. And I'm going to myself, these guys are ready for this game. And I just thought it was a joke when everybody just picked the Rams.
Bruno, everybody was picking the Rams.
Yes,
Everybody
they
picking
did.
Seattle.
No, they didn't. There was a big Ram. Bruno's up was a big Ram contingent.
I didn't
out
see
there.
that.
I did.
No, Rob G
Thanks,
shaking his
Bruno.
head too. I didn't see that.
I did.
And you did. I bet you did.
Especially from a guy like Kevin in Culver City. You're on the
what
Odd
Kevin
Couple
Culver in the city
Fox
said.
Sports Radio. What's up, Kevin?
That is good.
All the time.
All the time.
Thank you, Rob.
Sorry
All the
about
time.
Kelvin is so right. He's spot on. I thought on the third down play, they were soft in coverage. That's the play you run the ball with Kyron because obviously they're thinking pass there, as you saw with the play. You know you're going for on fourth down. Run the ball with Kyron. And I thought McVay should have, he said he wanted to take the same time out. He should have took it. But I thought the turning point of the game was Smith's fumble, and this is why I think McVay lost it. Smith fumbled in the first half.
He did.
After that first fumble, I told my boy, I said, you got to put Kyron back there. He runs him right back out there, and he has the same identical fumble, and it cost him the game because if they get to stop there, the Rams score there, that's a whole different game.
Yeah. But they also got a touchdown. But they got a touchdown on that taunting.
I don't think that was the game. They got back in it.
They got back in it, Kevin, and they had a chance with Matthew Stafford there.
It was that drive.
I said to you, Matthew Stafford has first and goal at the 6-yard line of Seattle. He's not getting in.
Sean McVay
Seriously.
and Matthew Stafford have to get in there.
You got to get
I
in.
give you that.
Come
There's
on,
no
man.
denying
I'm
that.
sorry. You got a high-powered offense. You got Puka.
Running
and
backs.
You got Davante and, right?
Tight ends, Parkinson. No, you got to get in
Come
there.
on. There's
No,
no
you gotta
way
get
you
in.
cannot get in there.
All right, Christian Fauria on the other side of trending right now. Hey, Steve. Steve Saker getting us updated.
How do you do? We already have two finals from the NBA. Start times were moved up due to this bad weather across the country. At Charlotte, Hornets 130-93 over Philadelphia. Brandon Miller, 30 points. Joel Embiid did not play. At Atlanta, 132-116. The Hawks beat Indiana. CJ McCollum of the Hawks with 23 points off the bench. And currently, it's Orlando 22-20 leaders at Cleveland late in the first quarter. Lakers are at Chicago in a half an hour. Golden State at Minnesota in the late game, 9:30 Eastern. Minnesota's lost 5 in a row. Steph Curry did play yesterday's game there at Minnesota. They're still there, and the team's playing tonight, but Curry's going to sit out with a sore knee. There were on Sunday a couple of games at Memphis and at Milwaukee postponed by bad weather. The Denver at Memphis game was called less than 3 hours before tip-off. Dallas at Milwaukee was postponed yesterday because the Mavs were unable to fly there after playing at home on Saturday night. The Bucks say there's no timetable for the return of Giannis Antetokounmpo with his strained calf. Reports said he would be out 4 to 6 weeks. Pistons record, by the way, 33-11, leading the East by 5.5 games over the Celtics, who are at home in a half an hour against Portland. Detroit's J.B. Bickerstaff will coach in next month's All-Star game since the Pistons have clinched the best record in the East through February 1st. All-Star game reserves will be announced on Sunday. In college hoops, number 1 Arizona plays at number 13 BYU tonight. There were going to be 5 NHL games tonight, but LA at Columbus postponed by severe weather. It'll be played in March instead. Quarterback Shedeur Sanders will be in next week's Pro Bowl flag football game replacing Drake May. ACC football will hold its championship game at noon Eastern in December instead of opposite the Big Ten final. And the San Francisco Giants gave center fielder Harrison Bader a 2-year deal. Back to you.
Steve, thank you. Appreciate it. Odd Couple on a Magic City Monday. And for over 40 years, Tire Rack has been helping customers find the right tires for how, for what, and for where they drive. Ship fast and free. Backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. TireRack.com. It is the way tire buying should be. Joined now by Christian Fauria, 2-time, 2 of them, Super Bowl champ, Sirius XM, NFL Radio, CBS Boston, pre- and post-game hoster, and he's also a professional in residence at Bryant University.
Wait a minute, anybody can teach now. Is that what's happening, Christian? Wow.
He's created a radio show class, and he's bringing 10 students, 3 separate shows to San Francisco. Wait, last thing it says here on the footnote, it says, take that, Rob Parker. You ain't bringing some of your students.
That's
wait,
right.
Wait, what did it say?
Take that for data.
I didn't know it was going to say that, Rob.
What's up, Christian?
I tell you what, I should have known. Kelvin, I only hear from Rob on 2 occasions in my life, right? It's pretty predictable, right? If the Patriots do something stupid and somebody gets in trouble, there's the one way.
Okay.
Or the second way is if they win and he thinks they're fraudulent. Like, has he said how many times?
He couldn't know you anymore.
How many times has he said fraudulent over the last 2 weeks? Honest to God, Ray, I guarantee you, like, he's so predictable. I mean, he's so am I right, Kelvin?
I'm not going to lie. Like, you remember Miss Cleo, the psychic lady? You're kind of like her right now. Like, how do you know? He knows you too well. We had an entire segment called "The Patriots Are Frauds."
Well, hey, we obviously we used to do First Take back in the day.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yes, and those were the good old days, no doubt, Christian. Right? But let's talk about
it was a lot of fun.
Let's talk about those Patriots,
really was. Tell me about how fraudulent they are. I mean, if they're a $3 bill, how could you buy into what you're watching? Seriously.
Wait, what do you like? Where do you want to start? Like, honestly, God, you pick a situation.
Look at the road that they have. I mean, everybody, they play somebody, they're hurt. They got a backup quarterback who hasn't thrown a ball in 5 years. I mean, come on.
Yeah, it's funny. Like, I knew you were going to do this. So I was just like, all right, listen, here we go again. It must be the Super Bowl because the Patriots are in it again, and Rob is irritated and annoyed that he has to talk about them. I guarantee you picked the Denver Broncos to win, and now you're, like, sitting there holding, got egg on your face because they lost. I will say this. You're right. Hold on. You're right,
Let
Rob.
him cook.
You're right. It has been fortuitous, right? You think about, like, what happened with all the offenses, too. It's not been the defense.
Right.
Every team they've played has had an issue on offense, but every team they played has had a top 5, almost generational defense. The Houston Texans, stop it. Those dudes get off the bus, you run for cover. All the sacks, and then the Denver Broncos playing at home? Are you kidding me?
Well, wait a minute. Let me say this, Christian. The only problem with the Texans is that defense was neutralized when your quarterback those 4 interceptions in the first half. That changes it. So that defense couldn't play the defense that they've been playing all year when your quarterback is giving the other team the ball. You know better than that.
Listen, I tell you what, the defense of Houston did the same thing for the Houston offense. The problem is that the Texans couldn't make them pay. Like, how many strip sacks there were and fumbles they were and a great field position that the Houston Texans got, but they couldn't do anything with it. I get it, though. They lost the receiver. They lost the tight end. They lost their right tackle. I get it. C.J. Stroud is getting just pants left and right? Troy Aikman's calling him out, how he's chasing that rookie season.
Yep.
But let me say this, because specifically to this game against the Denver Broncos, the Denver Broncos should have won that game. Absolutely.
They should have.
Like, this is a coaching problem. They lost because of coaching.
Yep.
You can't look at what happened and say, well, you know what? The coach put him in the best position to win. He didn't. He had an opportunity. He understood like what was going on. He lives it. I've lived in Denver. The whole logo, the whole phrase about living in Denver is like, if you don't like the weather, give it 10 minutes and it'll change. And it sure as hell did. So I thought he was reckless. I thought he was careless. I didn't think he could read the field the right way. I knew eventually Jarrett Stidham would do something stupid, and he did. And then 2 plays later, the Patriots scored. But they could have. The Denver Broncos could have won that game 10-7, and that could have been it.
Yeah.
Because neither team was scoring.
No, Christian, we're going to actually – that's our next big topic here, the next top of the hour, so we're definitely going to talk about that. Christian Fauria joining us, 2-time Super Bowl champ, Sirius XM NFL Radio, CBS Boston.
You're busy, man. I can't believe you're bringing so many kids to the Super Bowl, man. On whose dime? The school?
No, man, we raised. We did fundraising, man.
Nice.
We had this whole thing called Red Day. We raised a bunch of money. I put the call out to a bunch of people. We raised, and they're all going for free, man.
That's awesome.
They ain't paying a dime.
That's awesome.
So, and I will tell you what, like, I was thinking about doing something like a whole Jets versus the Sharks, that old, like, West Side Story.
Right.
Like, I'm going to take my Bryant sports industry majors, and I'm going to go take on your students.
At USC? Come on, man. We're big time USC.
Come bring that noise.
Ooh, I like
you
that.
don't want anything.
Wow.
Hey, I'll do the play-by-play on that. I like that. Hey, Christian, let's go to the other side of this, the NFC. We were just talking about it. It was just a very well-played game. Not a lot of turnovers, but the punt return, you didn't have a lot of penalties. But the Seahawks come out on top. Where do you want to start with that? Do you want to go with Matthew Stafford in that last drive?
Stafford
stalled out.
Stafford had a chance to rewrite his legacy with that. It didn't happen. 0 for 6 on third downs. That last drive couldn't get the ball in the end zone. They had a great shot at it.
I didn't like the play calling. I'm getting the ball to Puka or Davante 2-3 times in a row, second, third, and fourth down, if you're not going to run it.
Yeah, it's funny. I saw the whole body language, of Sean McVay. I felt like he was going to eat his call sheet because he was like trying to hide his face.
Yeah.
You guys see that?
When he screamed into it, he's screaming behind it. Yeah,
screaming into it. I was like, dude, like, oh my God, take a timeout. Listen, the Rams. I know, like, that's got to be your team, right? I grew up rooting for the Rams, and I always want them to win. I played for the Seattle Seahawks for 7 years, but I would say like that Rams defense has been leaking oil for a long time,
and their special teams.
And to be honest with you, I mean, you could say what you want about the Patriots. Sometimes the pendulum swings the other way. I can't believe a team has this many issues on special teams in one postseason. It's almost. It's like, talk about being snake bit. I'm like, you fire the special teams coach, and the guy can't catch a punt. Like, right. and I don't even know. I don't even know where to start with the special teams, but I will focus in on the Seahawks. Here's what I said now. Now, listen, this isn't the 2015 Seahawks. This isn't the Legion of Boom, but they're pretty damn close as far as what they're capable of doing. And I would say both defenses, had a tough task, right? Because both offenses are explosive. Mm-hmm. They got big weapons on each side. You got speed. You got so many different people to guard against the Seattle Seahawks. And I will say that and nobody talks about these guys, and not just because I played the position, Rob and Kelvin. They got two of the best blocking tight ends in the league. The guys don't get enough credit. They set the edge. They get downfield. The backs are the offensive linemen can run pretty well. They're back. They don't have Charbonnet, but what was it? Lawrence? I can't remember what his name was. I'm losing it right.
Walker.
I'm having Walker. Yeah. Walker is just a hard, tough runner. He's not Marshawn Lynch, but man, he packs a punch. So, and I just think Mike McDonald is similar to Mike Vrabel as far as that goes. As far as like how he gets his team going, how he kind of motivates them. I can't explain enough or beat the drum enough of how important coaching is. And the other thing that, and I keep going back to the Patriots, I'm sorry, but Vrabel won the chess match also. He won the chess match against what a lot of people think would be a Hall of Fame coach in Sean Payton. And
not me. I don't think he's a Hall of Fame coach.
I said a lot of people may think. I didn't say you did.
I didn't.
Don't get sensitive. You're so sensitive now. You're so sensitive now because the Patriots are back. Oh my God! I can't wait to see you.
So now, are your kids going to interview us when we're at the radio?
Yeah, I hope so. I hope you guys would let them.
You
would. I think it would be a lot of fun for them to see like what it's like with two heavy hitters like yourselves.
Well, let them know I'm in another Hall of Fame now.
Oh,
so just
gosh.
let them
Christian,
know.
hang up the phone.
True. Kelvin, how do you handle Parker?
I'm not gonna lie, man. They take care of me. Fine. They just say, "Hey, here you go."
I was gonna say it must be the money.
Yeah, it must be the money.
All right. So when do you get to town? On Sunday or Monday? When will we see you?
I get in Monday, man. I get in Monday. I'm gonna stay till Thursday, so I'll see you around. You'll see us running around. We got our matching sweatsuits and our matching shoes.
I love it.
That's dope, man.
I need an XL on that. I want to represent your school. I need
what
an XL.
L? You better double that right now.
If you wear it, I'll get one for you.
Hey, Christian, make sure you double XL
I don't
that.
need no double
He'll need
X.
an XL after the Super Bowl because that's when he loses his weight.
Yeah. I got my winter weight on right now. It's all good. Hey,
Winter
Christian.
doesn't exist in L.A.
Yeah.
Go
Oh, man. Appreciate you, man. That's
always.
awesome what you're doing, too, man. And shout out to the kids.
Yep, can't wait.
No doubt. Hey, Christian Fauria, give him a follow there. Christian Fauria, that's Fauria. That's how he spells his last name.
Man, you killing me.
Great as you drink this 700% sugar in your Arizona tea
there. No. This is diet.
That's diet, is it?
Light. It's light.
It's light.
It's my sugar.
Yeah, that ain't light. All right, on the way. Tyrek player
Big
of the day.
Lou's on the phone. He's fat too, Big Lou.
But Big Lou got everything on him.
Big Lou, he's
Diabetes,
on
6 divorces.
He's on meds too.
All right.
Big Lou.
Shekel City on the way. That is the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio.
Well, earlier on Friday, the Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen, apparently, we'll get to that part later, interviewed the head coach from St. Michael Catholic High School in Fairhope, Alabama. That's right. Former NFL quarterback Phillip Rivers was interviewed today for the head coaching gig with the Buffalo Bills. We don't know how it went, but we know he had the interview and he is being seriously considered, so much so that Vegas currently has him with the second best odds to get the gig.
And Kelvin, I'm just going to say, I've been covering the National Football League since 1987. This league, more than any other league, just bothers me because we see the same thing over and over. The goalposts are moved for people to get opportunities. At one time, black assistant coaches couldn't even get interviews.
Yep.
That's why they implemented the Rooney Rule that forced owners to even interview. Forget about hiring. Here we are in a job cycle. 10 head coaching jobs open. If I'm wrong, I'll admit it. I don't believe a black coach is going to get hired. We've talked to a couple NFL reporters.
They don't have any candidate.
They couldn't even give you any names, okay? And we already know. With the Vikings,
Brian Flores.
Brian Flores. I just don't see him getting hired as a head coach with a pending lawsuit against the NFL. If they hire him, I'll say I was wrong. I just don't see that. But the idea that we already saw the Colts hire Jeff Saturday, who came right out of the TV studio with zero coaching experience.
Yep.
And now the idea that they love Phillip Rivers so much that they allowed him to play, making a mockery of the NFL at 45 years old after not playing for 5 years. Now they want to hire him and make it because he coaches his kids in high school, that they're going to make him an NFL head coach. And this isn't about hiring people because they're black. This is about opportunity. When you go to a pool of people, how can a league be roughly 67% black? Guys who've played the game, they're coaches around the league, right?
Yeah.
And they're not in the mix? Something's really wrong when they can't be in the mix. And if they've hired a black coach with no experience right off the studio, like you look at some of the guys at ESPN who are dying for opportunities or what, they're still sitting around waiting.
Yeah.
And those guys never
Why
get hired.
hasn't Louis Riddick gotten a job?
He's been looking for a general manager job, but you know what? in Atlanta, what do? Matt Ryan. No experience. Hey, Matt, go ahead, buddy. You know what?
Phillip Rivers can possibly be a head coach of one of the better teams in the league.
And this is my point.
Not ground zero, work your way up, some new franchise or something like that.
It's disgraceful. It's just disgraceful.
Yeah. I look, man, I talked to Rob G on the way in, and I said, there's somebody listening right now, Rob, that's going, oh, here we go. Why does this have to be a thing? Not understanding that these are conversations that me and you don't want to have. In a perfect world, meaning we wouldn't have to have these conversations. We wouldn't have to highlight these types of things. Where you brought up the Rooney Rule, and the Rooney rule was to even just say, get them in the room. Just can you interview somebody?
Because you can't hire somebody if you don't interview them.
Can you at least just have a cup of coffee with them and say, hey, what would your philosophies be as a coach? And then make your decision.
Wait a minute. What would be your philosophies of being a coach? Humor me.
Humor me,
right.
Because we already got our guy.
Right.
We're just checking you off the list. So I go back to this. Somebody saying, well, I don't get what's the big deal. This is why it matters, Rob. You know what they were saying 25 years ago, 30 years ago? Black quarterbacks in college couldn't be a quarterback in the league.
Right.
They weren't smart enough. There's literal documentation that NFL leaders and owners and everyone thought they weren't smart enough. They didn't possess the mental capacity to be a quarterback.
Mind-boggling.
Right? Now, I didn't say 1928. We're talking 88. Doug Williams wins the Super Bowl and can't really get another opportunity.
Destroyed records in the Super Bowl.
Destroyed records. Tony Dungy was a quarterback.
What?
You ain't know that.
He never played quarterback in the NFL.
You didn't know that.
Because they moved him to a DB, didn't they?
You didn't even know that. There's so many. Warren Moon had to go play in the CFL. Fox Sports Radio, it's the Odd Couple. He's Rob, I'm Kelvin on a Magic City Monday. Christian Fauria, thank you for joining us. Rob G will have that up on the podcast in a little bit. Two-time Super Bowl champ. We had a good time kicking it with him, and he knows the mess out of you, brother. I mean, he had you dead on. He was like, he's probably eating baked chicken and drinking an Arizona tea. I was like, oh, he knows you. My goodness. Well, so go check out the the podcast. We'll have that up there in just a little bit. Time for your Tire Rack Play of the Day.
Out of the shotgun, here comes the four-man Rams rush. Sam steps up, throws back inside. Cup makes the catch. Touchdown, Seahawks. The former Ram Super Bowl MVP. Now the Seahawks, and he has another big catch.
Seahawk Radio right there on your Tire Rack Play of the Day, brought to you by Tire Rack.
No.
He didn't say Cooper Kupp. I know, right?
What kind of call is that?
Well, there was a longer cut. We just didn't want to play a 30-second clip.
Okay.
No. All right. Yeah, Cooper Kupp gets revenge on the Rams. There you go. I got it in there for you.
Right,
Tire Rack Play of the Day. For over 40 years, Tire Rack's been helping customers find the right tires for how, for what, and for where they drive. Ship fast and free. Backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. TireRack.com. It is the way tire buying should be. It's time now for Shekel City.
Cooper Kupp, you
are not the Welcome to Shekel City, the home base for Rob Parker's daily picks against the spread.
Oh, in my football picks, 6-0 the last 2 weeks. And 10-2 during the football playoffs.
Rob Parker.
10-2.
That's nice.
I ran away with it.
Put some respect on my name.
That's right. Unbelievable football run. And
you're already
football
wrong with the
season.
Super Bowl, though. You already told me.
Welcome to Shackle City.
So Friday night I was 1-2, 30-19 on the season. 30-19, still good. Best bet. Celtics minus 8.5. They are hosting the Trailblazers.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
I'm taking Chicago Bulls plus 1.5. They're hosting the Lakers in Chicago. And I got
So essentially you got them winning.
the Grizzlies. Yes, basically. The Grizzlies plus 10.5. They're in Houston taking on the Rockets. So Grizzlies plus 10.5. Bulls plus 1.5. And the Celtics minus 8.5. And Kelvin.
What's that?
I'm not telling you who to bet on. I'm telling you who I bet on.
Did I
do that?
You know what I'm good at? I told you, I don't mind giving credit when it's due. Maybe you should tell people who to bet on. I mean, don't do that because then somebody can call you and say,
already know,
I lost my
right?
house because of you, Rob Parker. Hey, yo, TikTok. I need help. I need a GoFundMe. I lost my house because of Rob.
It's been incredible.
It has been.
By the way, Lamar Mitchell said, Rob, you should absolutely tell people who to bet on.
Is that right?
He said, go ahead.
The minute you do that.
Start a 1-900 number. He'll help you set it up, too.
Of course.
Because he knows you're going to give it all right back.
The minute you
that's
do
how it works,
That's
though.
the minute you get
Well,
hot.
Rob G, you've been with me for 8 years. I've always had the starts, 5-0 for the regular season,
Yep.
right? A couple, 3 years in a row, I hit 5-0
Yep.
every opening week. And then, wowsy, woo. But
Yeah,
this
you've
year-
had segments where you'll have like a 12 out of 15 or something like that kind of run, and then bad, and then and he's either start off bad or end great or vice versa. You've never been this consistently good for an entire
Why do
season.
you have to be this consistently when I was here?
I know.
But Rob used to actually bet a lot of his own money on a lot of these games.
Yes.
And now he kind of stopped because he's struggling a little bit. Let's be honest with you.
Let's be honest.
And now that he's winning all this time, he ain't betting on it.
See, that's why I know you got money.
Just bad.
Because there's people like to see people who know what they're doing with the money. That's what they do. So you ain't fooling me. Not to mention you got your little parachute plan. Then I'm gonna do this. Then I'm gonna do that. Then I'm gonna move back to New York and I'm gonna sell this. And I was telling my wife. She was like, I was listening, y'all. Then y'all were yelling again, and then we started talking about other stuff.
Right.
And she said something. I was like, "No, Rob, I'll give him credit. He's a very planned individual. Like me and Rob G were talking about that. You were very calculated. Like you already had your retirement plan in 2008. You were like, I'm gonna do it like this, and I'm gonna end it here.
You know what's funny about his plan is Rob's been building towards this apartment that he's going to retire in New York.
Yep.
The favorite part of that whole story, he tells me, and Rob G is perfect. It's just a single mother with 4 kids living there. I'm going to get them up out of there, and I'm going to stay there. It's going to be great. I'm like, okay.
Oh, that's good. How you doing? How's Jacob? Oh, he's doing pretty good. Cool, but y'all got 30
Y'all
days.
got 30 days.
Y'all got 30 days.
I don't know where you're going, but you got to get up out of here.
Rob, you're so crazy. No, but I'm serious. So sign this. I've had this plan for 20 years.
Exactly. Well, I mean, you got to have a plan. That's all.
No, but you
Alex
are like
knows,
meticulous.
But haven't I told you so many things over the last 8 years about stuff that I really was going to do and start or whatever it was.
Yeah, sideways ID, not for me.
Yeah, you did tell us that.
It's okay to go to lunch if you don't munch.
That's right.
What?
Alex.
What?
Caution.
Alex, caution.
Hi, my Mia. You got to give us some keys over here so we can hit Alex. Caution.
Caution.
Yeah,
Not
you
Rob,
get
Alex.
Yeah.
Alex,
because
caution.
Rob G only needs once, twice a year. Rob G needs one. You need one once or twice an hour.
Rob G, he gets a little,
Every now and again. He don't get his is usually off. I'll come around that corner and him and Alex, hey, yo, Dub, what do you think? And I'll be like, oh.
Hour 2 is coming up.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Sean Payton, I got something for you.
Sean
How's that?
Payton, let me guess. It's about to be some Sean Hayton
It's
going
gonna
on.
be Payton Place.
It's the Odd Couple. You know what time it is. It's your boys.
Let's get it.
The
Odd Couple is fun.
Check.
And informative.
Check.
What's up, America? You want to talk sports with one and a half of the best-looking guys in the game?
That game was incredible.
You are wrong. You'll be king of the water cooler.
What's it like working with Rob? Rob in his mind is like Chris Rock mixed with Richard Pryor, so I'm running out of fake laughs. Ha ha, Rob. Rob is very passionate.
Son, you ain't ready for this. Well, I don't have BS in my game. I'm straightforward. I'm honest. You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. And, of course, it doesn't hurt that I'm right most of the time. Kelvin is the nice guy, wants to make everybody feel warm and fuzzy.
You done? Let me tell you the truth. I bring the energy, a youthful energy. Rob's not going to see this, is he? And I bring an honest opinion.
Michael Jordan, I can't take it anymore. I need a break. I'm going to go play baseball.
Trash Talking Tuesday is the best.
It's a great opportunity for folks to call in, and they get to trash whomever.
Who you trashing, Roger?
I'm trashing LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
Oh, okay.
They can't even hold Wilt Chamberlain's shoes.
Stop talking about the king like that. It's a new era. Let LeBron be the best, please.
I only recognize one king in the United States, and that's Burger King. The connection with the Odd Couple audience is incredible. We really invite them in.
And they can relate, whether it be things about our own personal lives or our takes on sports.
Love you guys. You guys are killing it.
Hey, we appreciate you. Thank you for rocking with your boys. They feel like it's just my guys, just my friends, and they join right in on the show.
We talk with the listeners, not at them.
Obviously, you can listen to us live, but you can still check out the podcast. You can check out our YouTube. You can check us out on social media. So in any way you want to get it, you can get it.
Yes.
There's some yelling. It is some hot takes. It's a whole lot of fun. I'll give you that.
It is fun. I agree. Begrudgingly.
The Odd Couple.
Sports talk that's too good and too fun.
College basketball's unanimous number one in the polls is still Arizona, and the Wildcats at 20-0 play in an hour at number 13 BYU. Halftime at number 4 Duke. Blue Devils ahead of 20th-ranked Louisville, 38-28. Come Sunday, there were, well, needless to say, some postponements due to bad weather on the NBA schedule, and not just in the NBA, but it even trickled into the Monday schedule because we had a couple of Monday night games moved up by a few hours. Already finals from today. Charlotte at home beat Philadelphia 130-93. 30 points for Brandon Miller. Atlanta over Indiana 132-116. Currently late second quarter, Orlando ahead 49-47 at Cleveland. In the NHL, New York Rangers at home are ahead 2-1 after one against Boston. Quarterback Shedeur Sanders will be in next week's Pro Bowl flag football game, replacing Drake May. I'm Steve DeSilva.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Hour number 2 on a Magic City showing my ass Monday.
Better not be in the
here
beans.
On the Odd Couple. I'm feeling so good. What a football season.
It was.
And I'm at peace with the Super Bowl. I'm good. Everything I wanted happened, and I'm so happy.
I mean, you're right there mostly, but if Sam Darnold does go crazy, I'm just saying,
if
300
Sam
yards,
Darnold does
3
what I
touchdowns,
think he's going to do, which is turn into the Pillsbury Doughboy with the turnovers.
If he goes crazy, we got 2 weeks to talk about. We're going to be in San Francisco and all that good stuff.
Right, we're going to get there, but I'm just saying, then it would be the cap to the greatest football season of my life.
What if the Patriots win and Tom Brady's
That was
just
them
there?
interviewing Sam Darnold last night.
Wait, he really did it?
That's the Pillsbury
Doughboy. I thought it was.
That's Rob when her ID is up down.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, Alex, this ain't got nothing to do with nothing. But by now, I did expect him to be like, yeah, like she's sitting over here, brings her in on a work day just once, like, hey, man, what's up? I just want to introduce you. Oh, how you doing? It's nice to meet you, Michelle. Hey, by now I'd have thought you'd have brought somebody in here. It's just somebody.
Rob never has.
Never.
By now, I'd have thought,
What? This is a workplace. Rob G's wife hasn't been in here.
No.
Wait, never, Rob G? Once. See?
All right, to come pick up
Alex
something.
has been here.
She has been here before.
I've never met
I
Elijah's.
ain't been here long enough for Tony to
Elijah's
count.
wife hasn't been here.
She don't count.
Why?
She's on vacation.
She was here?
She's always on.
Elijah said she's been here.
I don't remember her.
Yeah, look at
Well,
you.
she
Don't
came
even
to the
remember.
show, Elijah? She was here at the show?
What'd he say? I don't know. It sounds like a lot
He
of
says, I don't think you were here.
Okay.
No. Yeah, I'm
That's
just
one
saying.
of
By
the
now,
rare times. Yeah.
Steve's wife brought him a taco party one time.
Alex, and life happens too, where like he got jammed up with her at lunch and he had to bring her. She drove you. I'm just saying. We waiting on her.
Do you know what I'm doing during the day?
Yes, because you're texting me.
That's
what I know exactly what you're doing.
I'm texting you because I need to, reinforce
Yes.
what we're
Do
doing
I know
on
what
this
you're
radio
doing?
show.
I know exactly what you're doing
Yes,
right now. You're
all
texting all of us right now. All right, what we got today?
Don't forget, just search Odd Couple FSR on YouTube. Again, that's Odd Couple FSR on YouTube, and make sure you subscribe. Don't forget, coming up in about 26 minutes, TJ Houshmandzadeh, the former Pro Bowl wide receiver, co-host of Up On Game, will do that coming up very shortly. So it's a lot of stuff to get to. But Rob G, Sean Payton, who I guess, thought he was rolling to the Super Bowl and that he's one of the chosen ones. He's a genius as far as head coach, did not pull the right genius strings in that game.
Yeah, that's putting it lightly, Rob Parker, considering that all for the last, 9 days, anyone was talking about was, hey, no Bo Nix, could be a problem for the Denver Broncos. Not for Sean Payton. Sean Payton's like, no, we got nothing but confidence in Stiddy. Jarrett Stidham's going to do what he has to do. We're going to win this game. Our fans are going to have plenty of time to relax before the Super Bowl. Well, lo and behold, Sunday afternoon against the vaunted New England Patriots defense, outside of maybe a drive and a half, Jarrett Stidham and that Broncos offense did not a damn thing. All right. They didn't get inside the New England 20
For
2.5 quarters. Okay? They had just 32 net yards of offense in the second half to go along with 1 first down. And a lot of it came down to a single play call, 4th and 1, about 8 minutes left in the second quarter. They're up 7-0. Jarrett Stidham got him down inside the red zone. Had a chance to go up 10-0 if they take the field goal instead. Calls a play action. Stidham incomplete. The rest is history. Here's Sean Payton talking about that controversial decision after the game.
Just felt like, man, we had momentum to get up 14. It felt like we had a good call. Where were we at yard line wise there? Yeah, I think the feeling was, man, let's be aggressive. To get up 14, I was just watching the way our defense was playing.
Poppycock, boulder dash, dumb coaching, plain and simple. You got a backup quarterback who hadn't thrown a pass since the Louisiana Purchase. What's the difference between 10-0 and 14-0? It's 2 scores. It's still 2 scores. Come on, dude. You know the bad weather's coming. You want to have some momentum? You score on your first 2 drives with a rookie, with a backup quarterback at home. The crowd's into it. After you gave up that scoring opportunity, you didn't score again. Think about that. What are you doing? Sean Payton. Genius my ass.
Oh, that was funny. That was super. Yeah, that was
no, because
like Karen and Ken.
Because that's Sean Payton. Oh, you hear people talk about him all the time. Sean Payton is this. Sean Payton is that. Oh, look what he did. He threw Russell Wilson out, and now look where he is. He's going to the Super Bowl, and he's done this and done that. No, he blew his opportunity. He let his team down. If you're a Broncos fan, I would be pissed. Why not take the points? We're going to get into this later this week with these coaches and not taking
Dude, I've been screaming
the
all
points.
season.
The Rams could have taken points. Ben Johnson and the Bears could have taken points, and they would have wound up winning that game against the Rams if they took points early in that game. Dude, but Sean Payton, I'm sorry. I keep telling you. Everybody makes it like he's this genius, and him and Mike McCarthy are the same guy. Go look at it. Google it. Go look at their stats, their winning percentage. They both won 1 Super Bowl. Go look. He's still living off that onside kick for the second half of the Super Bowl. Is that what we living on? Still? That's it. Is that what we are? I'm sorry. He blew it. Bad coaching. And sometimes a lot of people say, well, it's the players who determine it. You know what? Sometimes it's bad coaching, and that was bad coaching.
That was bad coaching, and especially, Rob, when you look at the circumstances. I tell you all the time, it's circumstantial. Situational football. You know you have a backup who hasn't played in 2 years. You knew the situation.
You knew the weather.
You knew the weather was coming. And for you to have a chance with that defense to go up 10-0 in the second quarter, how do you not take that? You take the points, you're up 10-0, back up, and your defense is going crazy at home, your crowd's going crazy, and you have an opportunity to put all the pressure on the number 1 seed, the Patriots. They're supposed to win this. They've got an MVP candidate. They've been the best team in the conference, and the pressure is solely on them to have to score twice. And mind you, you're going to get the ball back, and you have an opportunity to put up more. So that's a massive missed opportunity. And I don't know why teams insist on doing this. Week in, week out, I come next to you and I say, hey, I know Dan Campbell is the Lions coach, but I don't like what he's been doing. You nickname him Dan Campbell, and I've agreed with you. Like, well, I don't understand why he's going for that. I'll tell you stuff off air just because maybe it's not big enough to make a full conversation on our show. But I say, hey, did you watch that one game? Why don't teams take the points? We've had this conversation on and off air. I'm genuinely confused at these teams leaving points when it matters in the postseason. If it's week 6, okay, fine. It's a blowout. It's a team. Hey, they're going to score a bunch of points. We got it. Neither one of these teams have scored a bunch of points with Stidham. You knew you weren't going to score a bunch. And mind you, the Patriots have been historically low teams that have won despite how few points they scored in the postseason. We'll talk about that more tomorrow. So I'm blown away at Sean Payton, knowing exactly who you have. And the schematics also of, did you want to muster up a couple of plays, a couple more screen plays, a couple more trick play here or there to try to create some points? That's what he's supposed to be good at. That's what he's known for. So I thought we would get more of those, trying to muster up some points for his backup quarterback. But that ended up being massively huge. You go up 10-0 on this team. You knew what else was coming, Rob? You knew a random mistake was coming from Stidham.
Of course.
You knew a turnover was coming. You knew a freak-out play where he overreacts and throws the ball and it's a fumble. So I was grossly disappointed in Sean Payton not taking the points. When you had a chance to go up 2 scores on the number 1 seed in your conference, you're at home, crowd's going crazy, defense is playing amazing, and put all the pressure squarely on Drake May, who had not been that great this postseason, by the way. Drake May has been sacked 15 times, got a handful of turnovers. It's not like he's throwing a bunch of touchdowns. Drake May hasn't been spectacular, and you would have put all the pressure on him. So I was disappointed in that play call because you had a chance to prop your team up for a great opportunity to stumble into the Super Bowl.
But that wasn't even a second guess, like after the fact. That was a first guess. Am I right? You're watching that game? Didn't you go, what? Like
the Bears didn't do it too. You mentioned last week.
Like what?
I don't know why teams it's weird about. It's like teams don't like points nowadays.
But teams are still losing by 3 points or 2 points. Or I don't even understand it. Like you're still losing. To me, it's about scores. In that game, it was about score. It's about 2 scores, making it a 2-score game. That would have just said the Patriots need 2 touchdowns. Which guess what? They didn't get 2 touchdowns in the game. That's what they needed to beat you, but they didn't even get 2 touchdowns.
And let's go back to that Buffalo Bills Broncos game when they decide 22 seconds left to go for it, fumble. What did the Broncos get? Easy 3. Oh shoot, thank you. We didn't think we were getting the ball back, and that turned out to be huge. That field goal that the Bills would give up to the Broncos.
Because the Bills were going there was no time, no timeouts. It was just, what are you doing?
It was so unnecessary. And so to me, you'd almost want to learn from that, like how 3 points can be costly or be favorable in your instance. You had the Broncos, what it was for you last week. Those 3 points cost you. The Bears went for it and didn't get it last week. I just don't understand. It's the playoffs. You know how points are hard to come by. They matter. Each possession matters. Each play matters. And the idea that you would just not take them with a backup quarterback. And again, rarely can you point to a play, and say, because it's a long game, right? You can say, hey, they muffed the punt, and that's why the Rams lost. No, Matthew Stafford could have scored on that play, or maybe a play here or there. If they can get a stop on 3rd down, which they didn't get many, then maybe it's a different game. You can't. It's often not one play. That is the one time you can say that play, those 9 points changed a lot.
All right, 877-99 on Fox, 877-996-6369. Did Sean Payton cost the Broncos a chance at the Super Bowl? I mean,
that was a 10-point swing. It was huge. Instead they go down and score.
Exactly. We'll continue that conversation next with you. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington. It is the Odd Couple, where we deliver insight, not noise, right here on Fox Sports Radio. Stick and stay.
Especially if you're looking for insight in the US of A.
Ben Roethlisberger, he's been very vocal, obviously. His post-career, talking a lot, doing shows, podcasts and whatnot, and he had some things to say about how to start a team.
Yeah, he had something to say about the Pittsburgh Steelers. They're going through it right now. They don't got a head coach. As far as we know, they've got a quarterback. And so there's a lot of conversation around them and what they should do to kind of jumpstart that organization again. And what he said about this current Steelers situation, I think applies to a lot of teams in the NFL. Take a listen.
I would not draft a quarterback for at least 2 to 3 years. That's just my opinion. The issue that I see with a lot of teams is they get a quarterback and they try and build around that quarterback. I think it should be the other way around. I think you should build a team and put your quarterback in it. It happened to me. I had a great football team. They plugged me in. We had a veteran group. it works. It works better than trying to grab a quarterback and be okay, we're going to build around this quarterback, because then it's going to take you 4 or 5 years to build around that quarterback. He's probably going to look like poo up to it, and then you're like, is he really our guy? Is he not our guy?
That's the key part for me, Rob G. That last part right there. Well, I think if we all got to heaven and we could like replay life and be like, what would have been like if this, option A, or what would have been like if I went down this? How many quarterbacks aren't as bad as we thought they were? I'm not saying everybody. There clearly some people just aren't good. They maxed out in college. They peaked and all that. But there's some that I just wonder, they weren't as bad as the situation they were in. Sam Darnold being an example, right? Not saying he's a Hall of Famer, but he looks like a quality quarterback for the next handful of years, right? Baker Mayfield in some situations. Bryce Young. You know, if Bryce Young were to go and be somewhere else, well, we all of a sudden go, man, Bryce Young actually pretty good. Like, he was a Heisman winner. He was good in college, has peaks and periods where he's good now. And I look at that to Ben Roethlisberger's point. He was fortunate enough to come into a situation, defense great, running game great. You had Jerome Bettis, you have Fast Willie Parker, you have receivers, you have a veteran presence, you got a good coach, and Bill Cowher. Like, he walked right into a good situation. Russell Wilson walked right in, Legion of Boom, beast mode, running backs, you got receivers. You walk in, and all we need you to be quality. Tom Brady. Tom Brady was a 6th-round pick. Like, we knew, okay, he could play a little bit. Obviously, I saw him at Michigan. You get in a good situation, Bledsoe goes down, you get in. And I'm just wondering, I'm more of his alignment of, or thought process of building a team, establishing a team. We got a team. We have what we are. We have an identity. I like where we're going. We got a guy come in, and he's going to be able to grow with us and be good with us, versus just trying to go get a number 1 pick, and your team is trash. Your foundation is trash. Your coaches are trash, and you're scrambling. You don't know what you're doing, and it's wash, rinse, repeat over and over and over. I much rather build up. And you see how the Ravens have been able to do that over the years. You see the Patriots, now they're right back. They've been doing. And look at the teams in the Final Four right now of the NFL.
Yeah, the Rams. Go ahead, tell me. Rams?
I'm glad you said that.
Go
That's
ahead.
exactly what the Rams did.
Yeah, okay.
Want to tell you how?
Yeah,
the Rams did that. They built a team, and they had Jared Goff in there. They go to the Super Bowl, they lose. You know what they did? They had a team and establishment. They get Matthew Stafford, and they're right back there.
Now,
and they're
this
able
whole
to do
argument by you and Ben Roethlisberger is ridiculous.
Okay.
It's dumb.
Tell us how.
Okay, because most teams, and we talk about NFL Sunday all the time, that if you don't have a quarterback, your season's over and you don't matter. And you could talk about build your defense first. The freaking New York Jets built the number 5 defense, and then they added their quarterback. What did it get them? Nothing, because they didn't have the right quarterback. So they had a good defense, and they did exactly what he said. The Texans aren't going to the championship round or have a chance at the Super Bowl. You know why? Because they didn't have quarterback play. They built a defense, okay? They had a quarterback. So and you can sit here and handpick a couple situations and say, yeah, you should do it this way. If you do not have a quarterback, I don't care about your defense. I don't care about your special teams. I don't care about your coach. You will not win most times. The teams that have won, and we talk about the Ravens and some of those with the all-time great defenses and a quarterback that doesn't hurt you, but not a superstar quarterback, they have won. There are different ways of building teams. But without a quarterback, Joe Burrow just showed up. He played 8 games his first year. Did anybody think that, Rob G, I'll ask you, did you think the Bengals were going to the Super Bowl when Joe Burrow showed up? Do you remember everybody told him what? Don't go there. Don't go to the Bengals. He went anyway. And guess what? He changed everything overnight. And he played 8 games his rookie year, went to the Super Bowl the next year. So I'm just telling
you said
it
that.
ain't just
the
one
Bengals
way.
ain't did nothing since, and they look terrible because they don't have an established
you
thing.
Answer me
we
the Jets.
Talked about
answer me the Jets.
Which Jets are you talking about? Are you
The
talking
Jets
about the Mark Sanchez Jets? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the Jets that built that defense when they went and who was it? Zach Wilson with Robert Sala. They had a number 5 defense. So their team was built. You knew what they were, just like you just said. They didn't do anything, is what I'm saying, because they didn't have a quarterback.
made it so good today. It was fun.
Fox Sports Radio, I couple Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington. Know what I mean? On a Magic City Monday, we got TJ Houshmandzadeh coming up in about 9 minutes or so. Talk to him about this weekend's games. And if you missed any of today's show, you're going to want to catch the podcast. Just search Odd Couple wherever you get your podcast. Right after the show, it's going to be posted. And be sure to follow the pod, 5 stars, all that good stuff. Give us a good review. Search Odd Couple wherever you get your podcast. You'll find this full version. And then Rob G will put up a best of version. Because like Rob always says, we're one of the only shows we can have a best of and a full version, right?
I'm just saying.
That's what the streets say.
I'm just saying.
All right. 877-99 on Fox. One of the times few times we agree. Sean Payton had a chance to win this game or at least put his team in a great position, up 10-0. Little 9 minutes left in the second. Doesn't. Goes for it on 4th and 1. Doesn't get it. Patriots would eventually score. Had a chance to be up 10-0. Didn't take that, and we both thought that was key to the game. What about you? 877-99 on Fox. Did he blow it? Are we overreacting? Let us know. Who we got?
All right, let's go. Adam in Florida. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Adam?
Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing?
Doing good.
Great. Yeah, I think he definitely blew it. And you were asking the question, why don't coaches want the points anymore? And I actually have the answer to that.
All right.
There's 2 main reasons. The first main reason is the mathematics that tells them statistically you should go for this. It doesn't account for things that you can't factor in, like weather, like momentum,
right,
like a quarterback, your starting quarterback being injured. But they just hear the math numbers and they go, all right, hey, I'm going to go with it. The second reason, which is very much related to the first, is the statistics has given them an out where they can be as aggressive as they've always wanted to be, and when it fails, they can just go, well, the stats told me to do it. And so it's left coaching to the point where I can just be reckless and aggressive, and when it fails, I just blame it on the stats. It's giving coaches an out that they don't have to actually be overthinkers or overanalyzers to go more and past the statistics like they used to do, which they would have taken the point.
I agree, but I'm going to tell you, Brandon Staley lost his gig, doing that.
Kept doing it.
And Dan Campbell will be fired in Detroit if he continues that and they don't win in the next year or so. I'm telling you.
No, I can't argue.
They'll move on.
And I think what he's saying, first of all, I love what he's saying, and I agree. It's like if you watch an NBA game, yeah, that 3 is open, but it's 2 minutes left. We're only, we're down 5. We don't need that bad shot from our center shooting a 3. Yeah, first quarter, meaning contextualized situational football in this case.
Rob G, you remember the 3-point? There was one that was the ultimate about that.
Which one?
A 3-on-1 break. Do you remember it was at the end of a game? I think 3-on-1 break. Okay. They're down by 2. So somebody could easily just take it, lay it up, tie the game, send it to overtime. So 3-on-1.
Mm-hmm.
The guy has the ball. The 2 guys run to the 3-point line.
Of course.
And they pass it over. A guy missed the 3. They lost the game. And I just thought to myself,
well, we had a chance to win, and if you think go get the easy bucket. Put the pressure back on the other team.
3-on-1.
Yeah, and that's where the analytics, to his point, they're lazy. Because situational is different. You got a backup in cold weather, chance to get this done. Hadn't played in 2 years. 2-score lead, pressure on them.
You got to know that. Absolutely. On, Andre in Massachusetts, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. In the Commonwealth, I know people are excited.
How you doing? Thanks for taking the call. People are going bananas. Can't really put into perspective how Patriots have just gone from 0 to hero, absolute dumpster fire. Again, it's been bad here since Tom Brady hit the road. And to be on the other side of the equation, there's just an incredible wow factor. And then, of course, there's one more game that has to be won. But bottom line is this. Look, quitting while you're ahead is not the same as quitting, right? Shout out to Denzel Washington, Russell Crowe, American Gangster. The Denver Broncos, they came out with gangbusters and scored on those opening possessions, going crazy. Jarrett Stidham with the confidence, and they drive the ball all the way down the field. Okay, it's 4th down, right? So get this extra 3 points, 10 points, and then rely on your defense, go ahead and win the game. You're looking at Jarrett Stidham like all of a sudden you rub your eyes like he's John Elway over here. That 4th down play, it wasn't even close. That's my issue. That's my issue, Rob. You talk about Dan Campbell. The plays that he schemed up when they were kicking the 49ers behind, those wide receivers dropped the pass.
That's true.
It was there. It was wide open. These guys just got butterfingers. The moment was too big for them. That play, it was just atrocious, and they never regained the momentum. The weather came in. They looked off for the rest of the game. And then what the heck are you doing? Obviously, you got to get some. Why would you run a go route with Jared Stidham against Gonzalez, one of the Patriots' top receivers? You threw the ball right to him. You threw it directly to the Patriots.
It makes, Dre, no doubt about it, just a bad coaching decision there. Thank you for the call. What about Trucker Don in Boston? You're on the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. Did we lose him? Oh, what happened?
Man.
We lost him.
He had to get the gas. He had to get the gas station real quick.
Tim in the IE, Inland Empire here in Southern California. You're on the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Tim?
Odd Couple, what's up, guys?
What up, IE? I was out in Chino Hills where I live when I first moved here. Where you at?
Man, we are in Ontario, but I'm also back home. My heart is back home with my team, the Patriots. So we back, all because of Sean Payton's ego. Remember, you know what eats him up? That Vance Joseph's defense is the reason why they're in their position of the number one seed. So he wanted to not just – he could have won simply just, okay, got 10, let the defense just lead us. No, I want to bury the Patriots. I want people to know, hey, I did it with a backup quarterback. I'm the genius behind this rebuild. And it cost him because that weather was coming. I don't know if he has
He knew it was coming. They knew the weather was coming.
Watching weather all week.
You could have simply just kicked the field goal. We played conservative, but we weren't going anywhere offensively. So you get 10, get that cushion, and let your defense ride it out. You could have been heading to the Super Bowl, but his ego, it's cost him in New Orleans back in the day against the Rams. He wanted to prove that he was the genius against Sean McVay. You remember that time, and it's the same thing that happened right now. You guys have a nice day.
Yep,
hey, good stuff. No, great points, man. We appreciate it as always. Good stuff, everybody. We got TJ Houshmandzadeh on the way right now. Steve DeSager going to get you set on what's trending. Hey, Steve.
Hey there. Let's update the NBA scoreboard. Late first quarter at Chicago. Bulls lead the Lakers 28-26. Each team shooting about 60% from the floor early on. Celtics out to a 21-7 lead against Portland in the first quarter. Blazers 2 of 14 shooting. By the way, it's the Boston Celtics second in the Eastern Conference standings, 5.5 behind the Pistons, who are 33-11. So Detroit's J.B. Bickerstaff will coach in next month's All-Star game since the Pistons have clinched the best record in the East through February 1st. The players for next month's Rising Stars game were announced today, including Cooper Flagg. They'll be drafted onto teams Tuesday. The Dallas at Milwaukee matchup Sunday was postponed as the Mavs were unable to fly to Milwaukee after playing at home on Saturday night. The Bucks today say there's no timetable for the return of Giannis Antetokounmpo, who has a strained calf. Reports said he would be out 4 to 6 weeks. Mac McClung will not be in next month's slam dunk contest, according to his family. McClung has won it the last 3 years. Earlier today, and these start times were moved up due to weather, Charlotte beat Philadelphia 130-93, 30 points for Brandon Miller. Atlanta over Indiana 132-116. Halftime at Cleveland, the Cavs' Donovan Mitchell has 26 points already. Cavaliers lead Orlando 61-56. In college basketball, later tonight, it's number 1 Arizona at 13th ranked BYU. Arizona at 20-0 was still a unanimous number 1 in both polls today. Nebraska at 20-0 is up to number 5. Nebraska plays at number 3 Michigan on Tuesday. Purdue today fell to number 12. Number 4 Duke is at home and leading big against 20th ranked Louisville 57-41 with 13 minutes to go. ACC football will hold its championship game at noon Eastern Time in December instead of at night, opposite the Big Ten Final. The ACC released its schedule for 2026. North Carolina will open in Dublin against TCU, and there's an NC State-Virginia game in Rio. Most teams in the ACC will be playing 9 conference games. The San Francisco Giants gave center fielder Harrison Bader a 2-year deal worth about $20 million. Back to you.
Steve, thank you. Odd Couple, Rob and Kelvin on a Magic City Monday. Question for you.
Show your ass Monday.
Well, speaking of, have you ever wiped with a piece of dry toilet paper and wondered to yourself, is this as good as it gets? Well, it's not. Switch to life-changing Wet Extra large flushable dude wipes because water just cleans better. Available at Amazon and a major retailer nationwide. Dude wipes. Best clean, pants down. All right.
What'd you say? What'd you call it?
Dude wipes?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You know, there is a song that was written for him right here.
Dude wipes like a lady. Do one like
funny.
a lady. Do one like a lady.
You know what I give you credit for? That you other people came, but you committed. Like you took the octave up. You could have been like, dude, wipes like a lady. You went up there.
I had to get there.
Yeah, I'm proud of you for that, man. Maybe you think this is a dude wipe worthy hire. Mike McCarthy, Steelers coach. Is that a dude wipe?
That's a dude
worthy?
wipe too.
Well,
no.
you know what's interesting about the dude wipe situation, Rob, is that their whole marketing plan is that they differentiate from wiping like a lady.
Yeah,
so they
that is
decided to
kinda
pull their
the dude.
sponsorship for the rest of the week.
Yeah, Rob G, I wasn't going to tell him on air. I was going to tell him off the air.
Why you gotta do that, Rob?
I didn't just read the email.
Heavy on the dude part of the wipes.
Emphasis on the dude part.
Yeah,
of the
just heavy
wipes.
on the hey dude, because women kind of have to wipe on lock. So we were trying to
We're doing something
differentiate.
different, and you kind of set us back.
You know,
Would you stop?
Because
Don't tell
dudes,
people that.
listen, our wipe game ain't the best. Okay, let's just have this honest conversation, man.
But that's the whole point of it.
Dude, wipe like a lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you know
In a
what,
good
ladies
way.
have everything for them to take care of themselves. Dudes, we gotta step our game up. Ryan, you a married man now. You better step your game up, bro. She gonna be doing laundry day. She gonna be like, what in the world? Rob G already done been there. I ain't gonna say if I've been there or been not. Mind your business, okay? We on y'all. We ain't on me. Where your wife has to have a, hey, real quick. You gotta go, but real quick.
Can we have a conversation?
What's going on?
No,
was it a bad day? Was it the spicy food we had last night? What was going on?
Rob G, he makes sure he does his own underwear.
Yeah, he's like, no, I got it, baby. I got it.
That's what started my own laundry. Well, it wasn't that reason. It was that she kept making fun of my underwear had all the
So
holes
you was
in
like,
it.
no, I got it.
I was like, mind your business.
How long does a pack of underwear last you?
Oh, forever. Are you kidding me? As long as the elastic band still works.
What if
Alex, how long?
We ain't never switching.
Alex doesn't have any underwear. I don't think.
Actually, yeah, he's free in it.
Oh, I don't wear underwear.
That's what I
Okay,
thought.
we'll move on from you.
Okay.
Wait,
Ryan,
why?
how long? How long you buy a new pack, 6-pack of underwear? That's what, 6 years? He said, yeah, y'all got to step your game up.
I gotta admit,
When you
I'm gonna
single,
admit,
you might go a decade.
I had an underwear fetish thing going on.
Where you would keep
Pause.
buying them, or
Yes.
I'm going to keep the same one?
Just keep buying because I would go into like
Rob, caution.
No, actually, hold on. I'm interested in this.
I would go to Macy's.
Okay.
And Macy's, if they're loose underwear, out of the pack or whatever.
Deal.
So the Calvin Kleins that cost $29.99 for a pack, Macy's sells for $2.95. $2.95.
Let me go up at Macy's.
So they have like these really high end and nice underwear, but they're loose. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know
out
what
of
you
the
mean.
pack.
Somebody rip
Somebody
one out or
over
something, yeah.
right, and they can't put them in. So they, I don't even know why they reduce it that much. It's like $2.95, right?
Because I mean, it's technically destroyed. They're making, they're like that's.
But they're clean. They're not like somebody warm and brought them
yeah,
back.
but I would buy them. I'm not knocking,
yeah.
but I'm saying I think that's the reason.
So
But yeah,
I got caught up on that. Every time I would go in, I would just keep buying underwear. All right, let's go.
I'm now in my underwear phase of life. Where like I like a good pair now.
TJ, we got our man TJ Houshmandzadeh.
TJ thought we were gonna talk football with him. TJ,
we're gonna talk football.
Yeah, but
how many? Do you buy a lot of underwear, or you wear the same?
You
couple
ride
of
'em out?
pairs? Rob G says he doesn't care if they got holes as long as the elastic.
his
is
look
the
like
same.
Swiss cheese.
Nah, hey, if my underwear got holes in them, I'm throwing them right in the trash.
Okay.
Yeah, that
So
makes
I'm
sense.
ripping them up and I'm throwing them straight in the trash.
Yeah. That's a good
You know,
one, too.
I got. Matter of fact, my wife got me some underwear for Christmas. That got me about 10 pairs. But I
Nice.
probably have. I'm a guess in the drawers. I'm gonna say 20 pairs of underwear.
That's a lot.
That is a lot. Yeah, that's about me. I'm maybe at the 30 piece. I've gotten a little crazy with
You
it.
got to be careful though, because I saw TJ. There was some underwear that were half off, and so I bought them, but the half of it was the back that was off.
Yeah, we didn't need TJ. We didn't need to know him like that. He out here looking like Prince.
Hey, that's your personal preference, man. You, that's what
Yeah, hey,
Go
TJ.
ahead.
He talking about some accidental like I ain't know. You knew.
he trying to get in Magic Mike or something. He's trying to star in that.
Hey, you know what makes sense, TJ? This is how we started this segment. He said, I used to have an underwear fetish. You mean she had a fetish and she wanted to see your cheeks out. That's what it was.
Oh, man.
All right,
TJ.
let's go here. Let's start with the Patriots and Denver, because we were just talking about Sean Payton. I think we both believe he blew that game. You got your backup quarterback. The bad weather's coming. A chance to go up 10-0, 2 scores, and they go for it.
With that defense, too.
Were you surprised by that?
When you're in the playoffs, I feel like you have to get every point that you can take. You got to take every point that you can get. You got to take every point you can get in. Furthermore, the reason you kick the field goal is because you got a quarterback that hasn't started a game all season. That's why you take the points. And I'm also sure you looked at the forecast and saw what was coming. Right. You saw the terrible weather possibly come. You take the points, and your defense is great. You have a quarterback that hadn't started a game all year. He hadn't started a game in 2 years?
2 years, yeah.
So I'm kicking the field goal. That's me personally. I'm kicking the field goal. This is the playoffs, man. You lose, you go home. And so every point matters. Dude, Drake May had less than 100 yards passing, and they won the game.
And think about this. Had they taken the 10 points, the Patriots need to score 14 to beat you, and they didn't even score 14 points. They got
10 total.
They got 10 total.
Yeah, I just felt like, and I get Sean Payton. You get it, okay. Go up 2 scores. It's going to make it tough against our defense. When I say 2 scores, 2 touchdowns. Mm-hmm. But this the playoffs, man. And I like Jared Stidham, but he hadn't started all year. There's going to be some nerves. Up 10-0 probably feels like up 17.
Yeah, in that game, with that defense they have, too, that's the key part for me.
I agree.
Was like, now the crowd's going crazy. Defense is amped up. We 10-0 on the number 1 seed in the conference. Like, I'm looking at it as the whole place would have been rocking. Instead, it takes momentum. Now the pressure's on your defense to stop them again. Let's go to the other side of that. Are the Patriots real, or have they been fortunate throughout this season? They only played 2 teams over 500. They obviously offensive line that was depleted against the Chargers. C.J. Stroud was C.J. Strouding against the Texans, and now you're playing a backup QB with inclement weather. What are they really good? Are we disrespecting them by saying I still don't know about them, or you kind of got some concerns too?
Listen, when you get to the Super Bowl, I don't care who you play. You can say what you want to say. Oh, C.J. Stroud gave us a game. You still had to score enough points to win it. Like, you can look at the Patriots and say they have not played a top team when that top team played well. Well, C.J. Stroud throwing them interceptions, the Patriots had something to do with that. It wasn't like he was just throwing them the ball. They were putting pressure on him. They were giving him looks he probably hadn't seen. So I don't really get into the Patriots having played the type of teams that the National Football League, every team can play. This is the best of the best. This is not the NBA where they got an overseas league and there's some really good players overseas. When you play football, this is the absolute best of the best. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Even baseball, you got some guys in Japan that can really play. In football, the best guys play in the National Football League in the NFL. And so you got to give the Patriots their credit. With that being said, this Super Bowl, we're going to really see what they're about.
No doubt about it. TJ Houshmandzadeh joining us here on The Odd Couple on a Magic City Show My Ass Monday. And I've been showing my ass because I picked Seattle to beat the Rams. And Stafford put up a lot of numbers, but not some numbers. 0 for 6 on 3rd down. And then at the 6-yard line, TJ, the 3 straight passes, couldn't get it in there. That was a big spot in that game. They had a big opportunity to win it. Or were you surprised they couldn't get it in with Davante Adams and Puka there?
I was surprised because the Seahawks pretty much played man. They had a guy, Rob, in the middle. Great awareness on the Seattle defense where 2 guys peeled off on the wheel route to Kyron Williams, because that's where the Rams are trying to go. I just feel like when you have Davante Adams and you have Puka, I'm going to one of those 2 guys with the money on the line.
Thank you.
I'm going to one of those 2
to.
guys.
You have to.
I'm not trying to get a wheel route to Kyron Williams. Davante, I need you to win. Puka, I need you to win. Because the Seahawks, they got a really good secondary. They believe in their secondary. They manned them up. Yeah, they had somebody in the hole. But I just like my chances giving Davante a 2-way go, giving Puka a 2-way go on the route in the red zone. That's what I would have done, but I'm not going to question Sean McVay. He's one of the best play callers and designers in the league. Seattle, they are a really good football team, man. And I think because Sam Darnold's the quarterback, and let me just say this, I've been one of few that's been in this corner from day one. One of few. It's not many of us that stood tall with Sam Darnold through all of this. I'm one of them.
Well, just wait till he has three turnovers in the Super Bowl. Then I'm gonna get back to you.
Hey, think about this. In what game?
In the Super Bowl. What do you mean?
A game that Josh Allen, a game that Lamar Jackson have yet to play in.
But that doesn't mean that he can't turn into a pumpkin because he led the league in turnovers. He fumbles the ball.
Every player can turn into a pumpkin.
Okay.
This is sports. Every player at some point can turn into a pumpkin. Nobody thought Sam Darnold and the Seattle Seahawks would be in a Super Bowl.
I agree with that. There's no doubt about it. I agree with you 100%. How do you feel for Davante Adams? 0-5 in NFC Championship game. This guy's been knocking on the door to get in the Super Bowl, and now 0-5. Is he the bad luck charm? I'm just saying.
I'll be honest with you. Going into I wouldn't have felt anything. You know, this is sports. You know, I wouldn't have felt anything at all. But when you see that interview,
oh yeah,
if you are any type of human being, you have to feel some type of compassion for him, and I do because it showed me how much it meant to him. Like, I don't think people understand the blood, sweat, and tears and hours you put into this game. And so he's right there. He probably felt this was his best. This was a complete team.
When he joined that team, are you kidding? They were the number one seed most of the year in the West, right?
But, hey, the Rams, they need to fortify this secondary. That's a weak link on this team. That's a weak link on this team. And mock drafts got them drafting a receiver. Let's see you draft a receiver. Boy, I know something wrong with you. They need to draft Mansour Delane with the first pick. Mansour Delane out of LSU. That should be the Rams' first-round pick this year if he's not gone. If he's on the board, they better draft him.
All right. Well, hopefully they're listening to you, man. TJ Houshmandzadeh, appreciate it, Hoosh, as always.
Hey, Hoosh, you want to make a bet on the Super Bowl yet, or you want to wait?
Man, I got the Seahawks. Let's bet.
All right, how many points am I getting from you?
The spread in Vegas is 4.5.
All right, I'll take the 4.5, and I'm going to take the Patriots, okay?
Is this official?
Official.
Say less.
We got wings.
All right.
All right.
Hey, yeah. Why, when you filming Magic Mike the sequel, I got you.
All right, thanks, TJ.
TJ, the problem is I sit next to him. He better not get frisky. Oh, man. All right, well, you mentioned it. 0-5 is crazy. We got to talk about that for Davante.
He was almost in tears.
I mean, you know how if you blink, the tears coming down. Had he blinked, it would have happened. It is the Odd Couple on a Magic Mike Monday. Fox Sports, where did you put the? I like that. Wow, I got nothing laminated. Fox Sports Radio.
But one thing that we do know for sure is that Steve Kerr is currently on the last year of his deal in Golden State. And The Ringer reported earlier on Thursday that multiple assistants on that Golden State staff are working under the assumption that Steve Kerr is out at the end of the season, no matter what happens. So the last dance, as it were, with Steve Kerr, Steph Curry, Draymond Green, and that group.
All right.
Oh, you clap? What you clapping for?
Bravo.
Okay.
Bravo. Do not give Steve Kerr a new contract. No contract extension. This well has run dry. I'm ready to move on from Steve Kerr. He got your 4 championships, but can we talk about some of the stuff he didn't do?
What's that?
Develop young players.
I can't argue.
Do you remember that? Remember when he got Weissman?
Oh, we can go down the list.
There's a list of young players that never got developed. Look at what he did with Kuminga. what he's done to Kuminga.
Oh, you beat me to it.
He's another guy. Look at what he did with Draymond Green. Turned him into a monster.
Yeah.
And the bottom line remains that you got all you can get out of Steve Kerr. And I'll tell you this. I'm ready to say that if Mark Jackson didn't start with those young guys, where would this Warriors team be? They might not be the team that they are now because he hasn't developed anybody. And they should really, right now at this point, be in a transition that we thought they were going to get when they got lucky, right? Had a couple bad years, got top picks, add those guys to the mix. You thought, oh, man, they're going to be good for a long time. You work those other guys in. You haven't seen hide or hair of those other players that Steve Kerr got in those situations. I'm not Hall of Fame coach that won 4 championships. I get all that. He did his role with the Bulls. He was great there. What he needed to do for the Bulls. I'm not trying to take away from his career, but sometimes there's an ending to a story, and to me, the ending is now for Steve Kerr. I just the idea that he would stick around or they would give him another contract, and you know this, it says a lot that he doesn't have a contract now because you're basically a lame duck coach, and normally they don't let you have a 1 year left on your contract. That's why. This is obvious, but I'm just saying they shouldn't have a change of heart. They paid Steve Kerr. They gave Steve Kerr his parade, his flowers, all that. Now give him a pink slip. I'm done with Steve Kerr in San Francisco.
Well, here's what's interesting. I wanted to disagree, but there's a couple of things that we have to note. They had a young team that was not highly touted in the sense that Steph Curry, we're like, all right, let's see what he does. Klay Thompson, all right, young shooter. Draymond, second-round pick. And what Mark Jackson was able to do was to get them to buy in, to get them to do stuff that we weren't necessarily seeing a lot of at that time, which was shooting threes. And he was heavy on bigging them up. You guys are going to be the best shooting backcourt ever. And Draymond, you can be this. And really developing the character and igniting something in that backcourt, the Splash Brothers and so on and so forth with that original first core of that team. So I do give Mark Jackson credit for that. What Steve Kerr was able to do was come in and kind of be a hybrid of the two coaches he spent time around, Phil Jackson and Greg Popovich, meaning take a little bit of this, take a little bit of that. Take a little bit of Phil Jackson, more the approach, the bigger the ethos, the vibe of the team, work with the veterans and all of that. I think he's better at that than what we saw from a developmental standpoint because Weissman never developed. They couldn't get the best out of Jordan Poole because they got it and then he's getting punched. They don't know what to do with that. We haven't seen the best of Kuminga. Everybody keeps telling me how good Moody's going to be, and he keeps being, he's solid. He's not great. So he hasn't been great at developing talent. And you don't want to, hold on to something too long where you're holding on just to be holding on. You don't want to be holding on just to say, well, this is what we did and this is what worked in the past. It's okay to move on. I know they want to do the last dance together, and maybe 2 of the 3 are gone, and Draymond, Steve Kerr, and Steph at the end of the season, maybe so. But I'm okay if he decides, whether it be a Mike Tomlin, I'm stepping down, I'm moving on, mutual thing, or if they just say we're going to move on.
No, the difference between Mike Tomlin, he has 2 years left on his contract.
But
Steve Kerr doesn't have any more years, and that is an indictment by itself by the Warriors.
Right. What New Yorker doesn't like Chinese food? I feel like you have to. A slice of pie and Chinese food.
I've never liked Chinese food.
That's crazy. Chinese food is incredible.
It's got to be if I do the shrimp fried rice. What?
Racist.
You want no rice, all shrimp.
I want like 1,000 shrimp in there, so I don't taste the rice.
That's crazy. Chinese food or any Asian fusion. I had Thai yesterday. Yeah, I'm big on it. In fact, if I wasn't black, soul food is number one because I'm black cuisine. But dang it, Asian fusion was number 2.
I like Italian food if it wasn't so fattening.
So you like it right now?
You see, you hear him?
No.
He's like,
listen,
on me left.
I got to get it in now, I admit, because you're going to lose 40 pounds, and I'm be jealous. So I got to get it in now. In fact, I think that's what you do. I think you puff up so then you can just have something to lose and be like, look I lost all this.
I got to admit, too, I've fallen into a bad habit.
The 6 months thing now? No. Oh, shoot.
You know what? I found
did?
out that they reduced the sweets, like the cheesecake and all that from the supermarket. So there's one supermarket if you go, and it'll be a day or two before it expires. So now I'm buying cheesecake. I drive by, and look, Kelvin, when I go in there, if there aren't any marked out, I'm so sad, I'm so dejected, and I won't buy it.
So then you got to go get your cheesecake milkshake or something.
Then I won't buy it. No, that's between 2 and 5. No, so I will not buy a full price dessert.
That is crazy.
I can't do it. I just can't do it.
Rob G, who goes to the supermarket more? Me, you, or in the combination of our wives, or Rob Parker?
Parker.
I go every day.
You know how much I like my wife between me, her, and Instacart, or Rob G and his wife? All right, supermarket with all these hot miles we got to feed.
I'm telling you, I'm not paying full price. So if it's marked down, I'm gonna buy it.
All right, BG, Bubble Guts, you brave with all this marked down food. You are brave. By
There's
the way,
nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, all right. My favorite story of all time. You already know my favorite story. That man traveled with meat all across the country.
Rob,
no, it's going to be all right. And no, hold on, Alex. Alex, I'm sitting next to him. The mics are off. We're in commercial break. He thinks I'm not paying attention because I'm on the phone. He goes, oh, my stomach. And I just told him, don't eat that, Rob. Don't eat. No, it's fine. By himself. He doesn't know I'm still in here. He goes, oh, my gosh, my stomach hurts so bad. Am I lying? He didn't know I heard him. I was like, oh, wait.
Alex, it was just gas.
Now your stomach hurts.
It wasn't a food.
I will say, though, your palate is not as vast as I thought it would be.
Oh, it's just
for example,
chicken and ribs.
Yeah. Do you eat Mexican food?
No.
Do you eat
Chinese? No.
Indian food? Chinese food?
You said Indian.
Indian.
Boy, you see his face. Did you see his face when you said it? He's appalled you even asked him.
I like the music. The food, I don't like.
Keep going out with a Mediterranean.
Mediterranean?
That's my number 3.
I'm not into curry and all that. Mediterranean.
That's my number 3.
Not even Mediterranean?
Shawarma.
Japanese?
Hummus. No, that's
sushi.
No.
Rob.
Sushi is Rob.
Where do you go on dates?
Pizza, slice of pies.
That's it?
Or if I have a 2-for-1 coupon or something to a steakhouse.
Hey, Alex, you know the sideway IDs ain't for me. They only like chicken tenders and fries. So it's easy for him. By the way, facing the peak season, go check out Express Pros, expresspros.com, Pro of the Week with Sam Darnold, who we got to talk about next.
Yes,
we'll do it. It's the odd couple. We're not eating sushi, apparently.
We are Sports.
It's the odd couple. You know what time it is. It's your boys.
Let's get it. The odd couple is fun.
Check.
And informative.
Check.
What's up, America? You want to talk sports with 1.5 of the best-looking guys in the game?
That game was incredible.
You are wrong. You'll be king of the water cooler.
What's it like working with Rob? Rob in his mind is like Chris Rock mixed with Richard Pryor, so I'm running out of fake laughs. Ha ha, Rob. Rob is very passionate.
Son, you ain't ready for this. Well, I don't have BS in my game. I'm straightforward. I'm honest. You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. And, of course, it doesn't hurt that I'm right most of the time. Kelvin is the nice guy, wants to make everybody feel warm and fuzzy.
You done? Let me tell you the truth. I bring the energy, a youthful energy. Rob's not going to see this, is he? And I bring an honest opinion.
Michael Jordan, I can't take it anymore. I need a break. I'm going to go play baseball.
Trash Talking Tuesday is the best.
It's a great opportunity for folks to call in, and they get to trash whomever.
Who you trashing, Roger?
I'm trashing LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
Oh, okay.
They can't even hold Wilt Chamberlain's shoes.
Stop talking about the king like that. It's a new era. Let LeBron be the best, please.
I only recognize one king in the United States, and that's Burger King. The connection with the Odd Couple audience is incredible. We really invite them in.
And they can relate, whether it be things about our own personal lives or our takes on sports.
Love you guys. You guys are killing it. Hey, we appreciate you. Thank you for rocking with your boys.
They feel like it's just my guys, just my friends, and they join right in on the show.
We talk with the listeners, not at them.
Obviously, you can listen to us live, but you can still check out the podcast. You can check out our YouTube. You can check us out on social media. So in any way you want to get it, you can get it.
Yes.
There's some yelling. It is some hot takes. It's a whole lot of fun. I'll give you that.
It is fun. I agree. Begrudgingly.
The Odd Couple.
Sports talk that's too good and too fun.
In the NBA this evening at Boston, the Celtics are out to a 38-26 lead on Portland in the second quarter. The Lakers are shooting 66% from the floor and lead late in the second at Chicago 67-49. Memphis ahead at Houston 44-43 late second quarter. Wins today for Charlotte and Atlanta. And at Cleveland, Donovan Mitchell with 38 points late third quarter. Cavs lead 89-81 over Orlando. The players for next month's Rising Stars game were announced, including Cooper Flagg. They'll be drafted onto teams Tuesday. In college basketball, about a minute to go at number 4 Duke. Blue Devils lead Louisville 80-52. Coming up, number 1 Arizona at number 13 ranked BYU. Arizona at 20-0 is still a unanimous number 1 in both polls today. NHL, the LA at Columbus game was postponed by severe weather. It'll be played in March instead. I'm Steve DeSager.
I've been covering this league since 1987.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Unbelievable. Hour number 3. I'm feeling good because the Super Bowl is going to start, and there's no Matthew Stafford, no Rams. I'm feeling good. And no Sean Payton, so the Odd Couple, at least half of the Odd Couple, is feeling good. It is the Odd Couple. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington. And for over 40 years, Tire Rack has been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive. Ship fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be. And don't forget, with the iHeart Radio app, you can stream us wherever you happen to be. That's right. Catch all the great shows. We're going to meet Stu Gotts, right? Are we going to meet them at the
Wow. That's a good point. Will he be there? Anybody know? He
right?
will?
Rob,
Is it Stu and Gotts or Stu is Gotts?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Is that his first name or middle name? Stu Gotts. Stu Gotts.
I don't know.
All I know is I ain't got time for that show.
Oh, gosh.
I'm just sorry.
Wait a minute. You know your mic is on.
Oh, is my mic on?
Yeah, it's on.
I'm sorry.
You got to replace the Gottlieb hate already?
Oh,
Yeah,
no, I'm just
already.
saying. All right, catch that fine show and all the Fox Radio shows live 24/7.
Glad we're starting off on a good footing with them.
In the new and improved iHeartRadio app. They don't listen to our show. Just search Fox
we do
Sports
numbers.
Radio in the app to stream us live all day, every day. That's right. So, and make sure to put Fox Sports Radio as one of your presets.
Oh, yeah. Do it so it's right there.
Pop
You ain't got
right
to
at
search
the top of the
around.
screen. That's right. All right. That, don't forget, coming up in about 27 minutes, we got some Shedeur Sanders news.
Yeah. Exciting for him.
And last call. Yeah, okay.
Don't be leaving that hanging like that. Big news for Shedeur.
Okay. Yeah.
Legendary news. I can't wait to talk. We ain't talking about that right now.
It's funny, too, because Matthew Stafford has 3 of those in 17.
And Shedeur got 1 and 1.
Wow.
That's crazy.
He's gonna be a
Hall of Famer.
Yes, he's going to be a Hall of Famer.
You already know.
All right.
Rob G.
Is this your moment? Is this
No,
like
let's talk about it, man.
like
I'm chilling.
Can
no,
I put,
no. What?
I'm gonna pour cold water on his big moment.
What is new? You do that every time. I'm not having a moment. We got a subject to get to, a topic to talk about. That's all.
Rob G's not interested. He got something else going on. He's not interested in
Rob G, what is he looking up sushi?
You looking up a sushi place?
Yeah. Which I'm not mad at that. Well, basically it's our way of getting away from you because we know you're not gonna come and eat
That's all
with
right.
us.
Y'all don't need me.
Come.
Hey.
We tried. You don't want to eat.
I don't want to eat that. I want real food.
We trying to branch it out, man. Anyway, Rob G, we got the Super. He talked about it. We got the Super Bowl all set, and the Seattle Seahawks are there, right?
They are there, and it's not because of the defense, Rob Parker.
No.
The only reason Seattle's going to win this game, Sam Darnold's going to have 3 turnovers, but the
More
defense.
Than the bakery. More than the bakery.
Who is that? Are you imitating?
That's you.
That's you. But because of that, Sam Darnold.
You don't have any sound to play, do you?
No.
Had the best game of his NFL career yesterday.
It was balling.
346 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 turnovers against the Rams.
Wow.
And because your co-host asked for it. Let's take a jump in the hot tub time machine and find out what Rob Parker's been saying
This is so lame.
about Sam
Alex,
Darnold.
Alex, don't hit the button. And I know all of the people decided this is the day that they were going to sing the praises of Sam Darnold, but I'm not one of them. Sam Darnold,
okay.
I know they won the game, but I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give it to you real.
Okay.
Sam Darnold got bailed out. They let Sam Darnold off the hook. And I'm talking about for right now, because this still follows him. And the reason it still follows him, and I heard Colin recite a stat earlier, and other people were talking about it as well. First quarterback to win 12 games with 2 different teams. All right? That's not a badge of honor. It's an indictment of Sam Darnold.
It's an indictment that you won 14 games with 2 teams. It's an indictment that you threw 4,000 yards with 2 teams. It's an indictment you're going to the Super Bowl. Why are you indicting the man?
And here's the worst part about this. Kelvin thinks he's coming up on.
I just
on the come up today. This is it.
I just playing you.
But wait a minute. He's so into Sam Darnold that he picked the Rams to win the game and Matthew Stafford. That's how much he's into Sam Darnold.
And Sam
right?
Darnold.
Now he wants to celebrate Sam Darnold
because I've sat next to you
was going to the Hall
for
of Fame.
an hour and a half.
No, I want you to tell me
for
about
a year and a half.
Why didn't you pick him then to win if you're all in the
I'll
Sam
tell you,
Darnold
because
box?
I thought the Rams would be able to pull it off, which fourth down, they get it done, they do. Don't try to stuck away from this, Sam Darnold. I sat here for a year and a half with you telling, why can't the man have gotten better?
Because
why
he
can't
hasn't.
the man improve? Why can't the man 14 games with the Vikings? Didn't have a great game towards the end of the season versus the Lions. We know that. We saw that. Then he came back and did 14 games with another team. 2 whole franchises. And I said, if we played the whole clip, which we ain't got time to, then here's me say to you, Rob, at a certain point, why can't Sam Darnold just be good? He ain't got to be John Elway. He ain't got to be Aaron Rodgers. He ain't got to be Peyton Manning. Why can't he just be good? Sam Darnold can just be good. He doesn't have to be a top 5 quarterback in the history of the NFL, but he has been able to produce, and now for 2 franchises. And if you're the Vikings, you got to be sitting there saying, why, didn't we keep him? You didn't have to sign him for crazy, crazy money. You could have kept him for some decent money, like Seattle did, and therefore you could have been contending. Maybe it wasn't the Bears. Maybe it wasn't the Lions. Maybe it wasn't the Packers. It could have been you getting a shot to go to the NFC Championship game had you had a real quarterback. You wanted to start, not you. They wanted to ride it out with TJ McCarthy. You did too, actually, is what I meant with saying them, but you rolled with it too, and I didn't understand it. And then he went over there and had a good year, had a great game, the game of his life against his nemesis, who he's not played well against except for the second half of that fourth quarter, the last game. And so you got to give him some credit. You got to give him some credit.
I'm not giving him credit.
Why don't you give him some credit? In fact, in the clip online, that shout out to HRU Elijah, you said I will give him credit if he finally gets there. Give him some.
I know. When he wins the Super Bowl and he's holding the trophy, then maybe.
Then maybe even.
But I got to see how they win. Now, here's my thing. Before you go celebrate Sam Darnold, he will be easily could happen, is he wets the bed in the Super Bowl, and then he'll come to life. He'll be the guy that everybody knows he's been. And then that conversation will change because this is a dude who's the Pillsbury Doughboy and had 20 turnovers, 36 turnovers in the last 2 years. That's not somebody you could trust. Yeah, they've won a lot of games, but he's turned the ball over a ton. I'm afraid of Sam Darnold. I expect him to turn into an apple turnover. I expect him to turn into a pumpkin. And if he does that on the biggest stage in the Super Bowl, I think everybody will change their tune. It's easy to celebrate the guy. Finish the job.
I agree with that. You don't want to just get there. And I'm sure they'll be probably 4.5. I said they'd be 4.5. I think they are. This is before I ever even know what Vegas said. 4.5. I think they might be able to pull it out by double digits the way that defense is.
I don't believe that, and I'm just saying this is my issue, is that he still has a propensity of wetting the bed, and the reason the Vikings moved off of him, and we've seen it.
They regret that.
He did it last year. They don't regret it. They did it last year.
Why don't they regret it?
They don't regret it.
I don't understand why they don't regret it. If they didn't regret it and they got Aaron Rodgers or something, okay, it makes sense on paper.
They didn't want to pay that guy. They didn't want to pay him. And at that time, he took a lesser contract to go to Seattle, and bravo to Seattle for doing that and not being on the hook. Rob G, they could even, if he was bad and say they lost in the playoffs, they could get out of that deal. It's not like some long-term
it will be now.
Contract. Well, we'll see what happens.
It don't matter now.
What are you talking about?
It doesn't matter. He just led his team to the Super Bowl.
Okay, guys have done that and they've never gotten back. Dan Marino went to the Super Bowl.
I didn't say he was ever going back. I'm talking about he's going to get some money. I didn't say they were coming back.
Dan Marino went to the Super Bowl too.
No, I'm saying they're going to now. He is their guy.
Nick Foles won a Super Bowl, threw for 500 yards, beat out Tom
Foles
Brady.
Was the backup.
And guess what happened?
They were invested in Carson Wentz. That was their guy.
No, and then he went somewhere else on a deal and bombed. And I'm not so sure that once he reaches this point of getting to a Super Bowl that he's a made man and he's going to be a great quarterback for the next 10 years. I don't know that. It could be a one-off.
Why can't he just be a good quarterback?
Who was the last guy in Seattle, Rob G? Your quarterback, Geno Smith. And he had that one-off year, and Geno Smith has been Geno's Pizza ever since. So that can happen. Geno Smith, everybody's like, oh, my God, the Jets blew it. Oh, my God, all these teams that had Geno Smith. And look at them. So much so that Pete Carroll got bamboozled and brought him to Las Vegas.
Do you know how old Geno Smith is? Take a guess.
I don't
real
care.
Question. No, real
I
question.
don't care
you know how old he is?
I don't know how old. 34.
30? Good guess. 35 years old.
34, okay.
Geno at this point is at the end. He'll be a backup for 2 or 3 more years and he'll probably call it a career. Sam Darnold is 28, in a real 28, meaning his birthday ain't tomorrow. He ain't birthday until June. He's 28 years old. He was the 3rd pick. And the idea that he got drafted by the Jets and everybody had to write him off, and all of a sudden he goes and gets some things right, and he bounces back with the Vikings, and they're like, oh, I don't know, maybe it's a fluke. And we went all the way up. And we went all the way up to go get JJ McCarthy.
36
and that's
turnovers.
cool. And that was their decision. Then he goes over to Seattle, balls out. And my only thing is that's worth congratulations.
Turnovers.
He turned his career. He could have just been a has-been and that's it and just walking around the league.
Maybe it's
and out
really
of the league.
that the defense is really that good.
That was not it, Rob. Don't want to hear it.
20 turnovers.
The man was amazing on 3rd down.
He had
amazing.
He
3
had the
touchdowns.
most turnovers
5 for 11 under pressure.
in the
3
entire
touchdowns.
League. 20 turnovers.
He's gone 3 straight games without turnovers. He looked phenomenal.
So
4,000 years twice.
He's now due for a big
He might have
turnover.
a turnover too. That doesn't matter anything to Super Bowl. Can you win the game? Meaning if they 250,
okay,
a touchdown and an interception.
If he throws a game-winning pick, game-losing pick.
I'm not doing these ifs was a fifths with you. He throws the game-winning touchdown, Rob.
Game-losing pick.
Did you see him on 3rd down yesterday?
Rob G, last year, what did I say about Jared Goff last year, and he poo-pooed it. I said he'd have 3 interceptions, and
Rob
he said
G,
I was extreme.
how many times did he say he was going to do that every game, and then he finally did it?
No, but did I say
every
that?
game you said
it
about him
playoffs.
and Patrick Mahomes? You said it every game.
I'm just
and then
asking
they would win.
you.
Both of them went 15-2, Rob.
Jared Goff, I told you he was going to throw 3
He
picks.
looked horrible. Sam Darnold hasn't 3 games straight, no
Sam
turnovers.
Sam Darnold can do the same thing in this Super Bowl.
And he outplayed the MVP.
And what happens then? When he holds the trophy, I'll give him credit.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will.
You'll say, did you see that special teams return?
Well, I got to see
if
he's terrible.
No, I blame Mike Vrabel for not going for it on 4th or for only doing this. You'll find another reason other than Sam McDarnold. He said, you wear this clown face, Rob Parker. He's been playing amazing. 4,000 yards, 2 different franchises, 14 games.
You're on your soapbox about him, but you couldn't pick him to beat the Rams. I don't even understand.
God forbid I pick a team that's been incredible all season long.
No, they haven't been.
And who had the number 1 offense.
They were 5-4 in the last 9 games. They hadn't played great.
They were the number 1 offense in a game that was amazing that came down to either team could win.
No, but I'm talking about they were 5-4 in their last 9. At one point, they were 9-2 and rolling. They were going the other way.
And the MVP
and you still
had an
them.
MVP moment to win it.
No, you're not really into Sam Darnold. You're just doing it because
I'm done with. I've already said. The best part about it is HRU Elijah. I've been saying this for a year. Rob G, our renowned producer, knows. I've said we've had our Sam Darnold conversation, and I told you why would Minnesota get rid of him?
No, but that's
great pickup for Seattle.
I understood.
I told you
it
that.
Made total sense. And when he loses the Super Bowl. People will say, you know what, Rob, you were right. And you know what? This will cap.
What if he loses and he plays well?
Unbelievable. He lost. It's about wins and losses.
Oh, wait. So it's about wins and losses. But
menu.
even if the defense would have been amazing and he would have won, you wouldn't have given him credit. Don't give me that wins and losses. If he had just 80 yards and the defense was incredible, it wasn't him. It was the defense. If Drake made it, you know you wouldn't have gave him no credit.
877-99 on Fox, 877-996-6369. Are you a believer in Sam Ronald McDarnold after last night? I say no. Kelvin says yes. What do you say? We want to hear from you. It is the Odd Couple. That's right. where we deliver insight, not noise, right here on Fox Sports Radio. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, and you know what you need to do.
What's that, Rob?
Stick and stay.
Unless you're Kelvin and bring up old stuff in the US of A.
Old stuff.
Well, earlier on Friday, the Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen, apparently, we'll get to that part later, interviewed the head coach from St. Michael Catholic High School in Fairhope, Alabama. That's right. Former NFL quarterback Phillip Rivers was interviewed today for the head coaching gig with the Buffalo Bills. We don't know how it went, but we know he had the interview and he is being seriously considered, so much so that Vegas currently has him with the second best odds to get the gig.
And Kelvin, I'm just going to say, I've been covering the National Football League since 1987. This league, more than any other league, just bothers me because we see the same thing over and over. The goalposts are moved for people to get opportunities. At one time, black assistant coaches couldn't even get interviews.
Yep.
That's why they implemented the Rooney Rule that forced owners to even interview. Forget about hiring. Here we are in a job cycle. 10 head coaching jobs open. If I'm wrong, I'll admit it. I don't believe a black coach is going to get hired. We've talked to a couple NFL reporters.
They don't have any candidate.
They couldn't even give you any names, okay? And we already know. With the Vikings,
Brian Flores.
Brian Flores. I just don't see him getting hired as a head coach with a pending lawsuit against the NFL. If they hire him, I'll say I was wrong. I just don't see that. But the idea that we already saw the Colts hire Jeff Saturday, who came right out of the TV studio with zero coaching experience.
Yep.
And now the idea that they love Phillip Rivers so much that they allowed him to play, making a mockery of the NFL at 45 years old after not playing for 5 years. Now they want to hire him and make it because he coaches his kids in high school, that they're going to make him an NFL head coach. And this isn't about hiring people because they're black. This is about opportunity. When you go to a pool of people, how can a league be roughly 67% black? Guys who've played the game, they're coaches around the league, right?
Yeah.
And they're not in the mix? Something's really wrong when they can't be in the mix. And if they've hired a black coach with no experience right off the studio, like you look at some of the guys at ESPN who are dying for opportunities or what, they're still sitting around waiting.
Yeah.
And those guys never get hired.
Why hasn't Louis Riddick gotten a job?
He's been looking for a general manager job, but you know what? In Atlanta, what do they do? Matt Ryan. No experience. Hey, Matt, go ahead, buddy. You know what?
Phillip Rivers can possibly be a head coach of one of the better teams in the league.
And this is my point.
Not ground zero, work your way up, some new franchise or something like that.
It's disgraceful. It's just disgraceful.
Yeah. I look, man, I talked to Rob G on the way in, and I said, there's somebody listening right now, Rob, that's going, oh, here we go. Why does this have to be a thing? Not understanding that these are conversations that me and you don't want to have. In a perfect world, meaning we wouldn't have to have these conversations. We wouldn't have to highlight these types of things. Where you brought up the Rooney Rule, and the Rooney Rule was to even just say, get them in the room. Just can you interview somebody?
Because you can't hire somebody if you don't interview them.
Can you at least just have a cup of coffee with them and say, hey, what would your philosophies be as a coach? And then make your decision.
Wait a minute. What would be your philosophies of being a coach? Humor me.
Because we already got our guy. Right. We're just checking you off the list. So I go back to this. Somebody saying, well, I don't get what's the big deal. This is why it matters, Rob. You know what they were saying 25 years ago, 30 years ago? Black quarterbacks in college couldn't be a quarterback in the league.
Right.
They weren't smart enough. There's literal documentation that NFL leaders and owners and everyone thought they weren't smart enough. They didn't possess the mental capacity to be a quarterback.
Mind-boggling.
Right? Now, I didn't say 1928. We're talking 88. Doug Williams wins the Super Bowl and can't really get another opportunity.
Destroyed records in the Super Bowl.
Destroyed records. Tony Dungy was a quarterback.
What?
You ain't know that.
He never played quarterback in the NFL.
You didn't know that.
Because they moved him to a DB, didn't they?
You didn't even know that. There's so many. Warren Moon had to go play in the CFL.
I did pull out.
I went to Bill Cosby's house too. I had a drink and I woke up disrobed.
Oh boy! All right, come on, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington on a Magic City Monday.
And Fat Albert was sitting on me. I'm
the
shortest shorts.
Dang, that's a wild party. I'm glad I didn't attend right there. Hey, last call coming up out of the hour. Plus coming up, we got to have a conversation. Somebody's going to the Pro Bowl, and I think it's just incredible. And they're in a Hall of Fame trajectory.
Rob Parker.
As well. So we'll talk about that in just a little bit. Check out the YouTube channel. We're on there right now. Simulcast. You can see our beautiful mugs. Shout out to Elijah setting us up there. Subscribe, like, share, comment. All you got to do is search Odd Couple FSR on YouTube. Go to YouTube, search Odd Couple FSR.
You know what kills
You'll
me
see
is
us.
now everybody wants Elijah. You know, Elijah, HRU. Elijah, can you put together a video for me?
Well, I blame
Elijah.
you for the while. Yeah, listen, the man, we're going to burn him out at some point. He's going to be so tired. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
It's just funny you requested a video, and guess who's the star of your video? I am.
Yeah, because I needed the montage of you being wrong. That's what I wanted.
No, you should have a montage of you being right, but we don't have any video of that.
No, we have. I told you. That's how I know you didn't watch the full
problem.
video.
I did watch
That's
the
how
video.
I know you didn't watch the whole video. The
You're
whole
not
second
right.
half is me telling you what Sam Darnold is. All right, let's get to it. 877-99 on Fox. Who we got?
Weston in Florida. Staying at the Marriott. You're on the Odd Couple
said
Fox
bump the
Sports Radio.
Weston.
What's up, Weston?
How you guys doing tonight?
What's up, man?
Doing great.
Go
ahead, Weston.
Yeah, it's Weston. It's cool. I got you.
All right, go ahead.
I agree with Rob, man, that Sam Darnold not doing it. USC quarterback, they're just the most successful out of USC, Carson Palmer, never won a chip.
Yep.
Darnold's going to throw picks. He's not it. He's not it. He's helping this year, but he's not it.
He's not it. I'm with you. 20 turnovers. He had more turnovers than a bakery. I'm just telling you.
Yeah, and I'm a diehard Browns fan, and I'm telling you, he's not it. I don't want it. We don't even have a quarterback. I love my Shedeur. Don't get me wrong, but no, he's not it.
All right,
Weston, thank you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Jabari in Michigan. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Jabari?
What's up? How's it going?
How are
good,
you,
brother.
man?
What up, though?
I'm doing good. I know it's cold outside, but we still keeping it warm inside. So
Yes,
Good,
I was
good.
going to say,
Yeah, y'all
I've seen the
safe out
snow.
there, man.
Matter of fact, my house in Southfield was covered in snow out there. Crazy.
Yeah. I mean, to me, like I'm kind of used to it. So that's what it is as a Michigander, but it's what it is. So as far as Sam Darnold, to me, I would say. Yeah, I would say I am a believer. It's one thing if you could say just one season he had one great good season, but he's done it back-to-back years. And
Rob, you don't have to hang up on him just because he was saying he was a believer.
Sam Darnold and the Seahawks to be in the Super Bowl. If someone would have told you before the season that this would happen, you would say, nah, you're tripping.
Jabari, I agree with that. I agree with that.
He did it.
Okay, but does that mean that he can't have a bad game in the Super Bowl?
Everybody, Patrick Mahomes had a bad game in the Super Bowl. He's headed to the Hall of Fame.
Sean in Sacramento, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio.
Yeah,
you forgot to turn on your radio.
Kelvin.
Sean, turn it on. Sean, hang up on Sean.
Is your
Sean
radio
knows
on?
better than to call with his radio on, Alex. Come on, Sean.
I ain't on the radio, man. Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
You must have the YouTube too loud.
Yeah, we heard.
Forgot to turn down the radio.
All right, go ahead, Sean.
Okay, first of all, Elijah, HRU, that man deserves a raise. Second of all, come on, man. You still ain't trying to give Sam Ronald McDarnold his prize after 3 touchdowns and no turnovers. You are Meshuggah, and I know you are teaching at the Rob Parker USC class how to talk your way into both sides of the fence. First of all, you walked into that Denver Broncos game talking about how fraudulent the Patriots are, but somehow, some way, the big story is about how fraudulent Sean Payton is. You try to win either way on this one, man. If Sam Darnold goes in there and wins, the Patriots are frauds. They're who I said they were. And if Sam Darnold loses, look at him. Turn it back into the Pillsbury Doughboy. Ladies and gentlemen, class, that's how you do it. And you are now the father.
I guess he.
There you go.
You are the father.
You're getting red out here. They know you. Christian Fauria knows you. Sean from Sacramento, no, they know you. They know your tricks. I know your tricks.
What about Trey in Texas? You're on the Odd
He got a
Couple
patent there, yo. That's his
Fox
yo.
Sports Radio.
What's up, y'all?
What's up, Trey?
Oh, God, Rob Parker got to believe in Darnold this time.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Wait a minute, Trey. Do that again. Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Not bad, Trey.
Oh, God.
Not bad.
They got chicken fingers.
A little more dismissive. Oh, God. A little more like,
but I think Darnold, man, I think he can pull it off this year. I mean, I know he's gotten a lot of flack over the years, but I think he can seriously probably pull the Super Bowl off.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you this, Trey. You're gonna hate yourself because you're gonna be like, I didn't believe in him. When he lays an egg, you're gonna be like, I knew it. And the Vikings are gonna be celebrating just like the Rams. Special teams coach was celebrating.
He was like,
yes! Rob G. You don't think the Rams special teams coach was celebrating when they muffed that punt?
I told you it wasn't just me.
It wasn't me. You fired me. You thought you had everything cleared up.
Stop blaming me. Sure. All right. That it? Good stuff. Great calls. Appreciate it as always.
We got one more, don't we?
Well, we got one more? You want to get him in?
Oh, God.
Oh, God. Who's this?
Yeah, Dion in Texas. Let's do Dion real
shout
quick.
out to Dion.
Dion, what's
up,
up,
Hey,
man?
what's up, fellas?
You see, I'm
What's up,
squeezing
Dion?
you in there. You see the Dion?
I love when you squeeze me in.
Man, you my dude. I was going to sing this song for you. And when I saw his talk, I'm a believer. Hey, so look, stop holding the Jets against Sam Darnold because we see a lot of examples of. We got Davante Adams just played for the Jets last year. Yeah, he led the league in receptions this year. Todd Bowles failed there. He went elsewhere, coaching very well. Even your guy Rodgers didn't look so good there, but he left. And that's where we got to give Sam Darnold some credit. He left that terrible organization, and now he actually went somewhere. In fact, the Jets got it right. He was actually a good quarterback. They just sucked. So we can't hold that against Sam Darnold. And this team reminds me of the Minnesota Vikings, except the Vikings don't have Sam Darnold. I think the Vikings would have been in this same position had they signed him. So it's for real. It's for real. I picked my man Stafford because I like Stafford, but that don't mean I didn't believe in Darnold. So Darnold's going to get it done, guys.
You didn't believe in Darnold because you would have picked Darnold if you believed in him.
Nah, I like Stafford better. I told you. Come on.
All right, no doubt. Dion, appreciate it.
I'm like, you guys are looking sinister in there. What's going on?
Oh, God.
There's nothing sinister going on over here.
Yes, there is. No lie.
Let me just say that me and Rob, during the last commercial break, W, were there. We made a bet on the Super Bowl.
You did.
I got the Seahawks. He's got the Patriots. We're going to change the terms of the bet. The bet's still alive, but instead of it being wings, if I win, Rob needs to re-record I'm a Believer, but for Sam Darnold.
Ooh.
And me and Alex are going to write the lyrics.
Yep, the whole thing.
I don't know about
He didn't throw a pick. I'm a believer.
Okay.
I was wrong about Sam.
He's better than Caleb.
Yeah, see?
He's holding
I'm
a
in
Lombardi.
love. Ooh. I mean, not that I'm helping him or nothing.
I tried to hate and I tried.
All right. Now,
Is that the bet, Rob?
what's the counter? What are
gotta
you
do it,
countering?
Rob.
Is it still wings? Is it reduced cheesecake? What is it?
Yeah, we'll figure that out coming up next. We'll do that.
All right. Yeah, you got some time. Steve DeSager's going to help us out while you figure this out.
I don't know about this.
Let's hit the NBA scoreboard. As the Lakers were up 20 late first half at Chicago, it's now LA 84-80 in the lead with 5 minutes to go in the third. The Bulls are shooting about 60% from the floor, as is LA. LeBron James, 20 points. 29 for Luka Doncic, who was named Player of the Week in the Western Conference today. At Cleveland, the Cavs lead 112-98 over Orlando in the final minute of the game. Donovan Mitchell, 43 points tonight. Also in progress, Celtics ahead of Portland, 56-39 early in the third. And Memphis is ahead at Houston, 68-62 mid-third quarter. Home wins today for Charlotte and Atlanta. Those two games had the start time moved up due to weather. By the way, Milwaukee's Sunday game against Dallas was postponed because the Mavs were unable to fly there. The Bucks said today there's no timetable for the return of Giannis Antetokounmpo, who has a strained calf. Reports said he would be out 4 to 6 weeks. The players for next month's Rising Stars game were announced, including Cooper Flagg. They'll be drafted onto teams on Tuesday. Mid-first half in the college feature matchup tonight, number 1 Arizona trailing 20-18 at 13th ranked BYU. Arizona's 20-0. It was still a unanimous number 1 in both polls today. Number 4 Duke dominated at home against Louisville, 83-52. By the way, Nebraska at 20-0. Up to number 5 in the country, Nebraska plays at number 3 Michigan on Tuesday. In the NHL, the LA at Columbus game was postponed by severe weather. It'll be played in March instead. Currently at New York, it's still Boston 3-2 over the Rangers with 10 minutes to go. Tampa Bay at home leads 1-0 against Utah with 2.5 minutes left. The Lions are hiring Mike Kafka as an offensive assistant. He was the Giants' interim head coach. Washington's new defensive coordinator is Durante Jones, who was Minnesota's defensive backs coach. The Chargers officially hired Mike McDaniel as offensive coordinator, and the Chargers gave defensive tackle T.R. Tart a 3-year extension. Shedeur Sanders will be in next week's Pro Bowl flag football game, replacing quarterback Drake May, and quarterback Jared Goff will replace Sam Darnold. Bills tight end Dalton Kincaid replaces Travis Kelce on the roster. The San Francisco Giants gave center fielder Harrison Bader a 2-year deal. Back to you.
Steve, thank you. Odd couple, Rob and Kelvin on a Magic City Monday.
You want to play flag football too?
I know. What? Listen, at the way they be disappointed, people don't play and they got to replace them. We might get a call. Hey, odd couple, y'all can just come be the quarterbacks or be y'all can do play-by-play or something. You ever wiped with a piece of dry toilet paper and wondered, is this as good as it gets? Mid-wipe, you thought that? Thank you, I appreciate that. No, it is not, because you can switch to life-changing Wet Extra Large Flushable Dew Wipes, because wetter just cleans better. Available at Amazon and at major retailers nationwide. Dew Wipes. Doo-doo. Hands down. Last call coming up in a little bit, and Rob has a song for it. But although there's another song you might have to change. I'm just saying. So what are you
Rob
thinking?
G, all right. So if I win the bet, I need more than wings for me to sing a new song with lyrics that I'm not writing.
Yes.
Because then I don't get the residuals.
Me and Alex just talked about there's at least 3 verses plus a bridge and a dance break. It's going to be 4 minutes worth of music.
What?
What do you want? I'm trying to help you out.
I want.
We're also working on a Fred Rogan feature on that.
No,
that's if you don't mind. Maybe Doug will make an appearance. Maybe Doug.
Doug said he'll do ad-libs for us.
Yes.
I'm Kelvin, caution, because y'all setting me up for some jokes right there.
Y'all are just unbelievable.
Y'all setting me up for some jokes right there. What do you want, man? Come on. I'm trying to be your judge. I mean, a lawyer here. What do we want, Your Honor?
I need 3 pieces of cheesecake.
Okay.
Not from the frozen, but from across the street.
Okay.
And let's do 3 pieces.
A rack of ribs. There you go.
And maybe what else? Rob G. Maybe what else? Something I need.
Right there, it's like $50 right there, Rob.
3 pieces.
He ain't lying. 3 pieces of cheesecake from across the street is
all right,
crazy.
All right, 2 pieces
and a rack of ribs
and wings. No, I'll just do the wings.
Right.
That's still $50, but okay. That seems excessive, but that's fine.
But you're asking me to go against all that I've done.
But everyone knows you didn't write it.
That's true. Talent. I wrote that song.
You didn't write the remix.
You didn't write the remix.
It's going to be a great song, Rob.
And I want all 4 minutes and 11 seconds
and
of
if
content.
you know Rob, here's the thing. You know Rob. Let me tell you how Rob's thinking. So it's a win-win. I either get wings and cheesecake or I get to act like, oh, God, I don't want to do this song. And I'm so happy because we can play this song a million times and everyone will hear it. And then I'll say, Elijah, HRU, I can't believe they want me to make a video of this. Can you make a video of this for me? I don't want you to put it on every social media outlet, but can you put it on every social media?
Or this is the crowning moment of the NFL season where I've kicked ass all year.
You have.
And if Rob G, if I get this right and the Patriots win.
Yeah, Roger, you actually setting us
no
up
spread.
for a horrible day.
Right?
No spread.
But if I
This is straight up. Rob's trying to get points in a bet. Rob G, give me 7.5 points.
Yeah, he did that. He said, no. He said 10.
He said 10.
He
Give him
said 10. 10 was crazy.
You said they get blown out.
They are going to get blown out.
But 10, asking for 10 is crazy.
Why? I can ask for 10.
Well, you can ask. You're right.
You can ask for anything. That's a good point.
And then he could Presbyterian me down to, 7 or 6?
Yeah. That's how you do in church? See, that's your problem right there. You come in Sunday.
And then he threw no pick. I'm a believer.
All right, let's hear this other song first.
Which one?
I'm a
the
believer.
old one?
You want to hear the real one,
Wait,
Rob?
Caleb at home in Cancun or something. Toss is crazy.
I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love
with Sam.
Couldn't leave him if I tried.
The doom. Kerry, you got Kerry Rhodes even jumping in on that.
Kerry's a real singer. He loved it too.
How was his performance?
Kerry's jumping on the remix for sure.
Exactly.
Oh, he's gonna be like
1,000%.
All right, Rob G.
He's gonna make
you
it
got
a
a
little too
bet.
like romantic.
You got a bet.
Got a bet? All right.
I feel
Rob G,
really
while
good
I feel
about this.
extremely confident against the Seahawks, and that's likely going to be where I place my bet, I'm not going to lie. Just the way this season has gone for him, I'm nervous now. Thanks a lot, Rob G. Thanks a lot,
knowing
Rob
our
G.
luck, Patriots are going to win in like a fluke fumble field goal.
Yep.
And then 2 weeks later, Rob's going to get another Hall of Fame.
Yeah. And
then
then
it's
what
just
else
gonna
can
be
we
all
say? Eli Manning gets in the Hall of Fame.
Eli Manning gets in the real Hall of Fame.
What else is going to happen right there?
my
Right
God.
down? Oh,
Aaron
my
Judge
gosh.
gets in Cooperstown.
Drake May
career.
wins MVP.
Yes. This is
What else? Aaron Judge
Yes.
says, I'm not retiring for 10 years. What else would you love?
All sounds good.
Dodgers lose some.
Seahawks want to replace Darnold with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, we'll be on a roll.
LeBron retires before the next season.
Shedeur Sanders gets kicked off the Browns.
Gets popped for speeding again, and then he's out of the NFL.
Boy, I don't know.
It's all coming up, Rob
with you.
Parker.
Yeah,
All right.
it's all coming
I'm
up,
just
Rob
saying, I can't believe after this whole season that you guys still doubt my knowledge about the National Football League.
And the best and worst part about this is,
you see the way I'm doing my hand like the presidents do, like Bill Clinton?
No, don't do that right now. You might be
I
asking
did
for something else
not
to happen.
What did you have, Rob?
What didn't you have?
I'm sorry.
Well, that was a technicality right there, right?
But
this is the crazy part
have
about
I not
this
been
is
right like
you
90%
have. I give you
of
credit
the
for that.
time?
But are the Patriots not frauds or what? I'm confused, Rob. Are they frauds or not?
Yeah, they're frauds, but it looks like all the things have lined up for them. Like, I think they're fraudulent, but they keep winning and things keep happening. So Sam Darnold, because he hasn't thrown a pick in 3 weeks or a turnover or whatever, the law of averages are going to be against him. There's no way a guy turns the ball over at that epic clip is all of a sudden going to be clean for 4 straight games. I believe that there's a chance.
I don't think he can. A turnover is not crazy. Meaning, like, he can throw a pick.
A pick or a fumble. He fumbles. He must have small hands.
He can fumble. My thing is, dude, that Seattle, first of all, the offense. Is JSN the most non-talked about superstar in the league? My gosh.
And well, only because they can't pronounce his name. That's
why I roll with JSN.
But
right?
that is one of the reasons why he doesn't get as much love.
Jackson Smith. Njigba.
You can't even say it.
Njigba. Did I say it right, Raji? Njigba? Njigba, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying that. But a lot of people, like SGA, like people.
But then you got to come up with a nickname. Megatron. Well, nobody really called him Calvin John. They called him Megatron.
Whatever happened to nicknames in sports? That's another topic.
That is a good one.
They don't. They have like your initials or your actual name, like AD.
J-Dub. J-Dub is like, yeah. Well, Ant-Man is a. Well, I mean,
they call him Anthony Edwards, Ant-Man.
Yeah,
there's no real nicknames in sports anymore.
Yeah, not like there used to.
Yeah, there's nothing about him that is Ant-Man.
Like when you said Dr. J, you never said Julius Erving, right? No. Dr. J.
Yeah. Larry Bird was Larry Legend, so he was just Larry Legend, just Bird. I mean,
nah, Bird.
Aaron Judge, the judges' chambers. There's no
nobody
nickname
says it though.
No, he doesn't. Yeah, no, he doesn't.
Shohei, Showtime.
Yeah, they tried to
gotten lazy. Whatever happened to good nicknames?
Whatever happened to Stat Patford?
You know what happened?
There you go. You need somebody with a creative mind who's a hell of a columnist, who's a hell of a radio guy, and used to be on TV until they threw me off.
Kelvin Washington's nickname, Dub, K-Dub.
Shout out to Zuhair.
He gave his own nickname.
No, Zuhair Okoja. Shout out to Zuhair. 15 years old, walked up on him. He was like, "What up, K-Dub?" And I was like, "No doubt." I was looking around like, who was that? Because I was Special K prior to that. And then he was like, "You fool, K-Dub. Boy, he ain't going to call you W, K-Dub." And I was like, I like that. K-Dub ever since. So shout out to Zuhair.
They used to call me Stick because I was real skinny.
He definitely was.
F you. I'm just going to say.
I gotta fat shame you while I can, man, because I'm going to be jealous.
Can you believe you're going to fat shame me?
Wow.
We had a contest. I blew you and Rob G out the water.
Look what you did.
Hey, yo.
Look, I never. All right.
Oh, Alex, no.
What'd you do, Rob?
Alex, no. Come on.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me go back and edit that.
No. Alex. Alex, please.
That man is
I think we're going to have to go on there next day.
That man is begging you,
Dude,
please, Alex.
Next, we're going to open
please.
the show like this. Rob, do you have something to say?
Last call. 877-9905. Last call. That might be your last
Alex,
call.
I'm coming in to see you right now.
Whoa, you're doing what?
Hey, Fox Sports Radio.
It's last call time on The Odd Couple. If you had a take and couldn't get in all show, here's your chance.
Your call's important to us.
Call us at 877-99 on Fox. Hurry up. Rob and Kelvin got to get out of here.
Matthew Stafford looked every bit the MVP he's going to be. 22 of 35, 374, 3 touchdowns, no picks, passer rating of 127.6. He was great. Or you could take the glass half empty approach and say, for all those stats and all those numbers, when it really came down to it, inside the 10-yard line, fourth quarter down by 4, chance to go ahead late and get your team the win, get to the Super Bowl. 3 straight incompletions, including one in the end zone. The rest is history. And instead of the Rams, the Seattle Seahawks will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl.
100%. I'm going to take the glass half empty, of course, and look at this. I'm actually, I said to you on Friday, was it Friday? That if there's any football gods, that they would not allow Matthew Stafford to have a chance to rewrite his history. I'm dead serious, and I'm glad that it happened this way. And for all those numbers, because this was such a Matt Stafford moment. Big numbers, all that in the game. Oh, yeah, look at me. I almost threw for 400 yards. But then when it came down to it, and they really needed it, that was his moment. There was a legacy moment there, and I'll give that to you. Mm-hmm. Had he been able to beat the Seahawks defense, score in that moment right there, his last 2 passes went to guys I didn't even know who they were. Like you got Davante Adams and Puka there. No balls went to those 2 guys in the last 2, the third down and fourth down. They were at the 6-yard line. It was right. The last play was fourth and 4.
Yeah.
So they still could have got a first down inside and be first and goal at the 2, right? Was set up. It didn't happen. So from that standpoint, a McVay, I'm also with the McVay. He's pretty smug, thinks that he invented football. I love the idea that he fired the special teams coach, right? Because he blamed him for what went on, and guess what happened? A special teams moment happened for him.
Might have been the play of the game.
And I think I love how ironic that is, that it was all that coach at home. You could imagine what he felt like when that went down.
He's the only person who like jumped up on the bad thing.
Right.
Yes! I was like, wait, what do you mean? Yes! No,
it wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
Right.
Told him.
But I'm just saying that was another one of those moments where, things happen or whatever, but it was the Rams at one point were 9-2, and everybody thought they had everything. My God, they got all the weapons, everything. From that point on, 9-2, after winning 5 in a row, they finished the season 5-4. And remember, even their 2 playoff wins, they needed touchdowns at the very end. They didn't run away with anything. They didn't beat up anybody. It was a struggle. And I'm not surprised. I did pick Seattle to win.
2 things came back to bite them in the butts. So I'm going to work a little backwards here. They had given up 30 points defensively, and now 4 of the last 6 games, I believe it is. So that's one of the issues they're going in. Their defense is what we thought, the first half of the season. Obviously, Puka, Davante, Matt Stafford. But it was their defense that's what we always folks were saying, most complete team, because their defense was great. You had guys coming from the front 7. So that was the thing that you kind of thought, oh, man, with that defense and offense, they were scary. The special teams were sketchy for sure. Lost them a couple of games, so you're thinking, all right, maybe that's the one area they need to tighten up. But the defense have been struggling, and we had talked about that, and I brought that up a handful of times. Like, they're winning some of these games, but the defense is giving up points. Or they got a couple of defensive stops, they might have won those games. So the defense let them down in that. We'll talk a little bit more about Seattle and Sam Darnold. Also, Matthew Stafford, what I didn't like, and the thing that bit them and Sean McVay, they were 0 for 6 on third downs.
Oh, that's so
you can't
huge.
be 0 for 6 in third downs against a very high quality team, and that has an issue there. Also, Sean McVay. Now I give you Sean Payton the smug. I don't get that with McVay.
No, I do.
I
get that because of his last name, his lineage, and
I get you with the Payton.
Everybody says
guys.
he's a genius and whatnot. All I know is the last 3 years went out in the wild card round, went out in the divisional round, and then went out here with probably the best team he already had put together.
It's the Odd Couple. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington on a Magic City Monday. By the way, one day in June-ish, July-ish, something, we're going to have a segment where Alex just empties the clip with all the drops. We're all in there in stitches, crying.
Sure?
Well, you're right.
We can't go back.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe we shouldn't. You're right, because then we might you would definitely lose your job.
No.
Maybe we would, too.
No.
Just have the dump button ready.
After we do that, it'd be me and Elijah hosting. That's left.
Yeah, it'll be fun, though. All right, hey, have you ever wiped with a piece of dry toilet paper and wondered, is this as good as it gets? It is not. Switch to life-changing Wet Extra Large Flushable Dude Wipes, because wetter just cleans better. Available at Amazon and at major retailers nationwide. Dude Wipes, best clean, pants down.
All right, we're going to do last call, do some YouTubers as well,
Okay.
chiming in, and then we'll wrap this bad boy up.
Well, let's get to it. It's now time for...
This is the last call.
Let's go! Last call. Who we got?
Sean in North Dakota.
Yeah.
What up? What up?
Man, I'm a huge Vikings fan, and I just want to paint the narrative a little bit differently. We're not regretting letting Sam Darnold go. Like, we did him a favor. We were trying to do him a favor. He's a good dude, and we want him to do well. We hate Seattle. We don't like the Seahawks, but I'd like to see him win the Super Bowl. We didn't franchise him, and that was a favor for him. That's all I want to say. Shout out to Sam.
I appreciate it. All good.
Sure,
Thank you so much.
To stay where he was comfortable
Sean.
playing well with all those weapons, and but went to a good situation. Look, he didn't sign with the Panthers.
Rob,
or something
I think we
crazy.
got one more. Hold on.
All right. Why were you so excited that Flipper called you? I don't understand.
Rob G, help me out here. I know you got some odd mob.
With the YouTubian saying.
Yes.
A lot of conversation about the song to come later about Sam
Okay.
Darnold and Caleb Williams. Sylvestre says the old Rob would have blasted Caleb Williams for those 3 INTs, but he writes a song for 1 touchdown pass. That's true. That's a good
Well,
point.
that song was before that.
No, I'm just saying. LL Cool JJJ Jabari says, I'm a Sam Darnold believer. Rob's got to do it. Here's another one. This is probably the best tweet of the night here. Alex, caution.
Alex.
Yeah.
Alex, you ain't need to do that.
I don't even know what you did, but you didn't need to do it.
I did it.
You did? You
I'll
did
do it again.
Don't do it again.
I
By the
will.
way, I found out some inside information.
About what?
All the stuff, the AOs and the pauses and the holdups, I thought it was Alex. Apparently, Mr. Silent in there, Elijah is the culprit. Yeah, I didn't know that, Rob. Did you know that?
What?
Elijah's the culprit of, like, when me and you say something that's outrageous, we don't even notice it. Elijah's the one going, oh, well, ooh, AO, oh. I thought it was Alex.
No, it's Elijah.
Elijah.
I focus on you, and then the corner room I hear, dang.
Yeah,
Hey,
Elijah.
yo.
Hey, yo.
He came in here and admitted it to me. I was like, man, Alex, you can't say nothing around Alex. He was like, well,
Hey, yo.
it's probably me.
And then last one, this is a bad job by me. Apparently, according to Reed, it was Monty's birthday, and we didn't say anything about it. Over the
Today?
weekend.
Today?
Over the weekend. Happy birthday, Monty Bolognius.
We didn't know that.
Monty Bolognius.
Bolaños.
Monty Bolognius, happy birthday. Feliz
My
cumpleaños.
Bolaños has
You were right
a
there.
second
You were right
I was
there.
right.
Feliz.
Cumpleaños, right?
There you go.
I can't-
Feliz cumpleaños.
All you do is read names on the news. How do you get her name wrong?
Monty Bolaños. I just said it right. But I like that one for
My
her
man
birthday.
hosts a news station in Southern California.
I know.
Hey, yo, you know what's the
Cannot
funniest thing about that,
pronounce
Ron?
any-
pronounce any.
Yo, the first time I had to present at the Emmys, they're like, all right, you kind of don't know. And they come up here. All right, so you got your gear up there with me. Hey, Rob, please welcome Rob Parker, Kelvin Watch. Oh, come up there. The whole entire segment I had was for the entire, like, the Spanish-speaking television stations.
Goodness gracious.
So I was like, the winner for the Noticiosos Correcta is Fernando Torres Corrado. And, dog, I'm sitting there dying. And all I see is a couple people from Spectrum, my job, dying laughing. Because I had to go up there. Fernando Gormez Concilias Correto. No se habla Telemundo. They're dying. I'm like, I couldn't get Jack Smith. Yeah, but I did my thing up there. That
That's
Duolingo
usually
was
what
working.
happens. You never get those names. You get the hardest one.
I do, my Duolingo. I'm on a 1,100-day streak with my Duolingo. Feliz cumpleaños, Monty Bolaños.
I would have said
Cuantos años?
The little short hair guy. That's the winner. I wouldn't have been able.
My man over. Please get a word to my man over there.
The Jason Smith Show with Mike Harmon is coming up next.
I never miss your radio show. I never hear it, so I never miss it.
Did you hear that?